And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Thumbs up. Give me a radio thumbs up, Lou. I know we're on now, but give me a radio thumbs up so it feels official. Are we good to go? Are we set? DJ Lewinsky bringing us in. That's the tool. I'm Big J. Oakerson. This is The Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Dan Soder, one stop away on the train, trying desperately to get here. I guess something's going on in the city. It's a little fucking wacky today, and the trains are all screwy, and Dan's not here. But that's okay, because on my way in, I saw a man with a crowd around him doing what they told me was 1,500 chin-ups on a street light. I looked up and saw my friend, the world champ, Judah Friedlander, who I brought into the studio with me. Judah Friedlander, how are you, my friend?
It is an honor to be here. Doing incredible.
This is not an honor.
Yeah, it is, dude. This is fun, man.
To be sitting so close to a fat boy of Lawrence Taylor, Carl Banks, I guess. These studios are all over the place. Thank you so much for hanging out. Dan Soder's going to be here in a little bit, but the rest of the crew is all here. Judah, great to see you, man.
Thanks, man. This is cool.
Your new special on Netflix, America is the Greatest Country in the United States. Absolutely fucking hilarious.
Oh, thanks so much, man.
It's
I'll let you keep talking. This is great.
Haven't heard a person say a bad word about it yet.
Oh, really? Thanks,
and we're such bitter cocks. You know that.
No, thank you, dude.
Jacob wasn't a fan, but he's prepared to fight you.
Yeah, well, I worked on it for years, and I spent a year just filming my own sets, trying to figure out, like, you know, what camera angles are going to work and stuff. Then after about a year of trial and error, I kind of figured out what I think is going to work, and then I filmed a bunch of sets last year, and then I spent a few months editing it together. So it was like I made it. I didn't have a deal on it. I just made it my own and financed it on my own. Did it all. So I, filmed it, edited it, all that stuff. And then when it was done, I gave it to my agent at the time, and then I had him shop it around. So, I've never put out a special before, and I remember I remember feeling bad because I remember you asked me to do one of your shows a couple years ago, and I was like, I can't because I'm working on my own thing, and because I started stand up in '89. I've never put out an album, I've never put out a special, and that's always given me so much anxiety not putting the shit out there,
sure.
And then. So
you've had TV appearances.
Yeah, I've had some TV apperances, but I stopped.
Obviously for acting, but I mean, stand-up stuff.
Yeah, I stopped doing stand-up on late night talk shows. I don't know, probably 15 years ago. I always hated it. It was always such a fake environment.
Were you in it long enough to have done Friday night videos? Remember that was?
I didn't do Friday night videos, but I did a show called Late Friday. I think they had different hosts. I think Bobcat Goldthwait hosted it when I did it. It was in L.A., and I remember it was terrible. I think Voss was on the show I was on. I can't remember, but it was so bad because it was a paid audience, and I didn't know that. And they didn't tell you that. So I'm doing my first joke. It's a one-liner. I say the setup part of the joke. Everyone starts laughing and applauding, and I'm like, I haven't done the funny part yet. I've just said 4 words leading up to the joke, and then when I said the joke, they were still laughing at the setup, which was not a joke. And then they didn't hear the joke, so it was like awkward and shitty. So it wasn't until about 3-4 minutes into my set where they actually settled down and became like a real crowd.
And how long was this? 6 minutes?
Yeah. So it was absolute shit, And so I just the way they do so many of the TV tapings, there's just so many fake things about it, and so I'm like, I get really OCD with my stuff and paranoid that someone's going to fuck it up.
Well, I think that's interesting.
So I'm like, I had to make it myself.
I was going to kind of say that I find it interesting. Your comedy is relatively freeform in many ways.
Yeah.
And yet I watch how you record regularly. Yeah. And even if I record myself once in a while on my phone, I just never end up listening to it.
I listen to maybe 4% of the sets that I record, and I record all of them.
Yeah.
And I listen to or watch maybe 4%.
Really? But I mean, it's almost like I said, but it is meticulous like that.
It's like an OCD
on
thing.
On
where
stage, it's very loose, but it's so funny how regimented you are in so many other ways.
Yeah, that's a good point. On stage, always people ask me about stand-up, and people who don't do stand-up, they'll be like, "Oh, it must be hard." I'm like, it's the easiest thing I do. It's the most relaxing thing I do. Everywhere else in life, I'm generally anxiety and terrified. Regular life scares the shit out of me. On stage, I'm fucking.
Well, it's funny.
As loose as can be.
I say the same, and I think I always feel like I have to disclaimer that statement to be like, I'm not saying I'm fucking fantastic at it.
Yeah.
because I agree. I have the same thing with that.
Right.
I go, one thing, but what I like about it is I find it easy.
Right. It's still hard work, and it's still like, to come up with good jokes and good bits and like yourself, you're great at crowd work. It's like that takes years of working on that and skill and talent, but it comes naturally to you, and like stand up comes. I remember I think from 4th grade to 8th grade, I had to play a musical instrument. I played the baritone horn, which is like a mini tuba, and I picked it because it was the loudest fucking thing. It's just like making giant fart sounds. So I love just blasting sounds out of that. But then it started getting to like 7th and 8th grade where you actually had to fucking learn music and like play along with other people. I'm like, oh, I can't. That was so fucking hard. I had no natural talent for it. But like, art, comedy, that kind of stuff, I've always been doing that. And like, so stand-up is, when I tell people it's the most relaxing thing I do, they're like shocked, but I'm like, no, it's like, imagine if stand-up comedy made you nervous. It's like,
But I say pick your words wisely, because Dan finds stand-up comedy extremely difficult.
Oh, I hate it.
Every day.
Every time I get off stage, I cry.
Every day,
Dan's one of the first comics who was forced into comedy by his parents.
Yeah, I have a tiger mom. She just rides really good setups.
Yeah, both his parents were huge comics, and they swore their kid would never do it. They wanted him to be an engineer.
What do they call those, stool hump moms?
Oh, yeah, stool hump. You should see the way my mom sucks dick. Now, this is the Trish way.
Still fucker parents.
Yeah, my dad was a voice guy. My mom was a stool humper.
Dude, there was a guy, and I think the kids might still do comedy at all, but there was, in the black circuit, a comic who put his kid in comedy. And like my daughter did comedy once and never has shown much of a desire to do it again. She did well. Especially for her 14, it was pretty insane, actually. But maybe she'll get the itch again at some point. But I never pushed her back into it, and I told her I thought it was great.
I remember one time.
But I was saying, this black circuit comic put his son in really young, and I was just basically writing his jokes for him, letting him do it.
But he was basically being like a stage mom, but for a stand-up comic.
Total stand-up for his son. And then I remember it was so funny. They were doing a show called the New York Kings of Comedy. We were in a green room. It was Gerald Kelly as the comic and his son Isaiah.
Yeah. I know Gerald. I haven't met his kid.
I got bumped by the entire family when I first moved to New York. I'm not joking.
That's awesome.
At Stand Up New York.
That's awesome.
Well, but I remember this is when he was young, though. This kid's been doing comedy now. He's probably in his 20s by now, or early 20s. But he was like a young kid, like 12 years old or something, 13. And he came into the green room of comics for some show we were doing with Rob Stapleton and Capone, I think, in town. And the other guys who were the New York Kings of Comedy, they were doing a show at the theater at MSG.
Yeah.
A big show. And Gerald Kelly, he was like, hey, man, I want to know if I'm thinking when the crowd's coming in, like to warm them up, like we throw Isaiah on. And they go... Just the name of these black rooms I used to do too. It made me laugh so much more. He goes, motherfucker, this isn't Nagasaki's Tuesday after work jam show. We're at the fucking Garden, man.
Yeah. Wait, this was at MSG.
It was at MSG where he said it was the comics. They were talking about doing the show at MSG, and he was asking for his very young son to open the crowd and
to get the shittiest spot also.
That's guaranteed bomb.
You know what's funny? They weren't even saying. I was actually very happy to report that they weren't saying that. My first initial reaction was no fucking way. Like, we're not giving him that. We're not doing. Their reaction was really like, why would you put that kind of fucked up pressure on?
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to do great because people are filing in.
Yeah, that's an impossible spot. Yeah.
I mean,
I nailed it at Carnegie Hall before Jim Jeffrey. It was fine. Everyone sat down very quickly and got quiet because they were loving it. But I'm saying for a 13-year-old kid,
that's dude. Him growing up with that, going through that, where they'd be like, he's in therapy 20 years later, and they're like, what happened? He's like, my dad made me warm up the crowd in front of Madison Square Garden when I didn't want to. You're almost like, is that sexual abuse? Is that on par with sexual abuse?
What's worse, if your parents push you into stand-up comedy or magic?
Oh, I think stand-up's worse.
Stand-up would be worse.
Magic's way cooler because then even when you get out and you're just at like you work at another place, you can just do magic.
You just pull out a little trick.
Yeah, you can be on a date and you can be like, oh, you want to see something cool? The condom's gone.
One time I did this show. This is one of the worst shows I'd done. And, I was treated horribly by the club, but it was like, it was really weird. It was horribly run. I met a guy. It was the first time I met somebody who was forced to do stand-up comedy. So there was no middle act. There was no MC. The manager of the club did the feature spot, and they had the kid who I think was in high school, and he was tearing the tickets as you come in. He went on first, and I thought he was a comic, and he was almost crying after his set, and he was shaking. And I'm like, what's wrong? Are you new or something? And he's like, he goes, that was my first time. I'm like, well, have you been wanting to do this for a while? And he's like, no, the manager made me go on stage and do stand-up comedy. The kid just had a fucking after-school job at this place, and there was no comic, and she said, you're going on stage. Yeah. So he was forced into stand-up comedy.
That's a great work meeting.
He was
where they're like,
terrified.
All right, you're going to take tickets. Let about 20 people get in the seats, and then you're going to go on.
This club had, I think, 15 people that night, and they were excited because it was the most they'd ever had on a Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they were so excited that they put the ticket guy at the front. Oh,
and when he went on stage,
what if he murdered?
The mic was off. And the lights didn't go on. Oh. So for the first 30 seconds, he's just fumbling. And he just told a couple jokes, and he was just nervous as hell and shaking.
Yeah. It would have been great if he went on and just murdered.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Just super observational, original stuff. We're like, who the fuck is this kid?
How funny is it how many comedy club employees who don't go into it because they want to do comedy, just looking for a job, do end up trying it? I never know if that's...
Really? Does that happen a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
There's a lot of people you probably currently know that don't know they do open mics here, which I'm fine, whatever.
Really?
However you get into it, you get into it. If you have a knack for it, you have a knack for it, I guess. So I don't have a problem with that. We all get into it for whatever reason or time. We all think ours is the most noble way, but I'm sure someone else will be like,
how did you start?
I received a scroll from a hawk while I was meditating on a mountaintop.
I mean, a friend suggested I try it, and I didn't know where I would try. And then the next day, I very happened to see the one in Philly.
Did you do an open mic, or?
And I started going to open mics
cool.
at the Laugh House in Philly.
That's all I did. I just went to Laughs in Tucson, watched an open mic because I was like, "What if these guys are all geniuses?"
I bailed 5 times.
So you checked one out first.
Yeah,
5 and signed up and didn't go on. When they called my name, I'd be like,
"Really?"
Yeah. Oh, I was terrified.
Yeah. I drank half a 40 in a parking lot because I watched the open mic and I was like, I'm pretty sure I could do this. And then the week it happened, when I was like on the way there, I was like, I need a beer, and I was 20, so I couldn't buy a beer there. So we bought a beer with a fake ID at a gas station and went and drank half of it on the side lot. And then
hilarious. Is that Tucson? What is it?
Yeah,
Laughs. It's
Laughs
called? Yeah,
I've
never done that one.
Ugh. I mean, I don't know how it is now.
What was the one in Philly that you did?
T-Lokes.
What'd you say?
What was one in Philly that you did?
The Laugh House.
And where was that one?
That was on South Street. It was.
I don't think I ever did that one.
It was a black comedy.
I met the owners. I've met the owners before, but I don't think I ever did the club. But they wanted me to do it.
But it was.
It's not open anymore.
What
right?
we didn't have to experience right out of the gates that was weird for me when I came to New York was this open mic, quote unquote, was promoted by one of the guys who owned it at the time. Was a morning DJ guy on a hip hop station. Okay, so it was promoted on that.
You had an audience.
250 people packed.
Great.
And they'd sit there for 60 comics.
Yeah.
But there's a DJ. They made it a whole. There was the same host every night.
How long would that go? Like, what time would it start?
3-something hours.
Okay. So it started like 7, ended at like 10?
Yeah, well, there were so many comics at one point. For the first couple times I did it, I had to do like, I think like 3 or 4 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember the first time they were like, there's a lot less people on this show tonight, guys, so everyone can do 7 minutes. And I went, that's impossible. I was like 7 minutes talking straight.
Was it mostly black comics on the show?
Oh, yeah, always. And it was so funny, like, if you did BET's Comic View and you were coming home from that, you got the celebration, like you just got off doing like a fucking 5-year bid. They were so proud of you. Like, yo, oh shit, is that Michael Blackson just back off of doing BET? This is before, Michael Blackson's known.
He's a big act.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he's just like, that was all the hype.
I didn't know he was from Philly.
And 6 months in the comedy, when BET's Comic View offered me a set, I was like, well, I made it.
Yeah.
I was like, here we are.
When you went back to
Michael Collier knows my name. Oh shit. House Party 3. 5th build.
When you went back to the Laugh House after Comic View, did they give you the hero's welcome?
No. No, that's just where I started. They never, you know what it was, man? Everyone just saw the future of Kev, and that's not even like an envious thing. They just like, man, Kev, just the doors flung open. He delivered everything he did. He delivered, but it was just so funny. Like, I always had a sense of like, my comedy's too young and shitty for some of these things.
Yeah,
Kev just dove right the fuck in. I mean, and Kev's gotten better and better and better over the years. Obviously, I'm just saying, like, his confidence in like his earliest dumbest.
Oh,
I mean, when
Kevin's also
when we were doing a bunch
very
of
smart and
Sure.
very smart at the business.
Hell
I remember
yeah.
we were on a movie together. We were in Along Came Polly together, and we had the same size role. We were both, our roles were
Camera
falling
guys. Oh,
around Philip Seymour Hoffman, and I'm the camera guy, and Kevin's the sound guy. We were like a team.
Yeah.
And I remember one day, I think we were there for a few weeks, off and on. It was a few weeks, and it was out in L.A., and it was, I remember one day Kev comes out of his trailer, and he's got a bouquet of flowers as tall as him, almost as tall as him. I'm like, oh, wow, man, you gotta... And then he had another one that was all just like food and like a gift basket that was also like, it was like 4 feet high. I'm like, wow, you got a secret admirer? And he goes, no, man, this one's from my manager. No, he goes, no, this one's from my agent. I'm like, who's your agent? He goes, UTA. I'm like, oh, that's my agent too. And I had nothing.
That's so funny.
And also, I then I see, like, the next week I see him, the person comes around delivering paychecks and he gets a check. I'm like, and I wasn't getting any. And I'm like, fuck, what's going on? What am I doing wrong? It's like, I've always been like horrible, at that part of the business, and Kevin's brilliant at it, and so
sure.
I remember seeing that, early on, it's just.
Well, that's what I said was interesting and in hindsight impressive, because I was like, why would you? Because we'd be, I'd pick him up, we'd go play basketball or something.
Yeah.
He'd go, I have to swing by the post office. Let's go by the post office first. I'm like, why? He goes, I got to drop off like a packet. I'm told we're doing comedy months.
Right. So he's already mailing shit out and stuff. Or?
And he goes, yeah, but he's like, some of these college shows, they'll book you in these college shows if you send it. And I'm like, but you have to do like an hour. I go, can you do an hour? He's like, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'll just do it. Yeah.
Let me get worried about
See, that's a great attitude. That's like a little kid. When you're like a little kid, you don't have those worries about like, you're just like, let's do it.
I just always saw the future of that as like, if I didn't know my mind I was ready for, is that the crowd's going to be like, hack, what are you doing? It's going to turn on you completely.
Right.
Yeah,
Kev's just like, how can they hate me, man?
Yeah.
Look at his. Look at how I move.
Dude,
I think negative too often.
That's my mindset. You're just like, this is going to be a failure. It's going to be a giant failure, and I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Jacob, just talk, you fucking
Yeah,
weirdo.
Jacob, this isn't a fucking
drama.
movie
This is
production.
what fucking angry teacher just wrote to me. He wrote Kev ? Kevin ? Kevin Hart. I
think people know what we're talking
I mean, if you are listening to this show and you are confused by this must be your first episode.
Kevin Brennan is from Philly also.
Yeah, a Kevin of the Brennan.
Oh, by the way, Dan, I don't know if you look right there. In a turban, Nick Cannon. Please, go look. Take yourself a look, or we can't talk about it. You got to go into the hallway. He just did Godfrey's show. Get out of here, Dan.
I see it.
You see the turban?
You don't. Take those goddamn headphones off, Dan, and go enjoy. Please. Find a reason. Take a shit.
Wow. Settle down, Dan. Wow. Very intense, Dan.
He has to see this.
Okay.
This is a big deal. We did two full episodes just mangling that special.
What was it called?
I mean, which
At
one?
the end, he throws...
That came out recently, right?
He has a golden
I didn't
gun.
see it.
He has a golden gun microphone. His jacket says freedom, and the last thing he says in the special is, I got that good dick, though. Spikes the microphone and puts a black power fist in the air.
Yeah, it's pretty moving.
I know what you're thinking, Judah. That's the reason you had to change the ending of your special.
I had 3 weeks of re-editing.
They go.
Judah has a musket microphone.
Oh,
Crazy
that'd be
long.
great. It's just long, always to the ground. Guys, after each joke, it takes me 2 minutes to refill.
We were talking about possibly, Jacob was like, we have a reason to have him in here. I go, I'll talk about Drumline and things I like. And then I was like, you know what? I just forgot that on World Star Hip Hop, the Black Squad, featuring Nick Cannon, his rap group, do a cover of, not a cover, like a remix of Fuck the Police. Nick Cannon doing a 2-verse thing about saying is crazy hilarious.
Yeah.
That is so absolutely. So we're going to get into that. We're going to dig into that hard.
A new video?
Yeah, absolutely. This is how he's feeling right now.
I love Christine got one of Nick Cannon's guys came out of the studio and Christine had the video up and she was like, no!
See, I'm a little older. I'm one of those guys I've never watched. I know who he is, but I've never seen any of his shows.
He's a great actor.
He was a kid actor.
Yeah, he's a really, really good actor.
And then he had that Wild and Out show.
Yeah, which has been very
and then,
successful.
Hasn't he put out a couple comedy specials at this point?
Oh, Jay and I are
You can buy the Trilogy down at your local.
Yeah.
You see, that goes back to me like making mine, where it's like, I'm over 25 years in, I haven't put a special out yet. So I basically was like, the making of it was you know, it was like a psychological issue for me too, where it's like I have to just do this on my own, get it done, make it, put it out there, and not, you know, not worry about it. And I think as a comic and as a performer or an artist, that's what you got to do. You got to not worry about the fucking critics or
you just got to make
trolls. Your only job is to do your shit and you put it out there, and then you do more shit and you put it out there. That's
absolutely.
it. You know,
people are gonna hate it no matter what.
And sometimes, like, you know, with social media, it's like I never used to give a fuck about what anybody thought. But I don't know, somewhere around 8 years ago, I started getting some anxiety from, you know, just, you know, like hipster critics or like social media trolls, and I'd get like worried, you know, like somebody can like shit on you, and then all their followers are like, oh, fuck that guy, and then before you know it, you can't fucking work anywhere, you know. But I don't give a fuck now. But
I took Twitter off my phone in October. It's the greatest thing I've ever done.
He was being cyberbullied.
I was being cyberbullied. My kids,
Jacob,
my
before I
children.
forget, see if we can possibly at some point get Godfrey in here, because I have to ask him if he had to try to keep a straight face interviewing a man wearing a turban.
Is it because his hair is super long?
Jacob, I want what? Oh yeah, yeah. He's
like Samson?
He's a Rajneesh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe he's gone sing. Or what's it called?
Just so you know, Godfrey. You want to Google image Godfrey before you ask any black guy?
Oh, dude, how great would it be if Jacob just walks in and to Nick Cannon security goes, Godfrey.
Godfrey.
He's talking to Nick Cannon. It's like a cartoon. He goes, was it hard to keep a straight face when Nick Cannon was in here? Oh my God, you're Nick Cannon wearing a turban. I just put this all together.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking to the guy I was trying to talk about.
He's probably still over there.
I legitimately don't know what Godfrey looks like.
He's wearing a New York Yankees hat.
He's come into the show before.
He's wearing a New York Yankees hat.
I'm blank. You're right.
Just Google Godfrey on your phone.
Yeah, you have a computer with pictures on it.
Okay.
All right.
He's wearing a Yankees hat.
Are you guys
He's wearing a
dating
navy
now?
blue.
Christine,
Yankee
I can't believe you lack such
There he is.
funny instincts that you didn't bring up a picture of Nick Cannon just now and say that was Godfrey or any black guy.
Yeah.
You should have looked up Deauville's picture.
You could have said, yeah.
Wait a second, that's Godfrey right there.
So you guys are doing Moon Tower,
but he has long
right?
dreads now.
You guys are doing Moon Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, me too.
You're going out to Vegas for the comedy
Vegas
cellar.
Comedy Cellar. I'm doing 2 shows, one night, Wednesday, April 18th.
Okay.
So
in and out, buddy. That's it. That's the way
about
to play
2
it.
weeks I'll be there. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I
2
hope
weeks.
it's
ComedyCellar.com for tickets.
So they're headline sets. They're not.
Yeah, these are
showcase
headlining
parts.
ones. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
It'll
great.
be Mark Cohen, who's emceeing, Owen
crazy is
Smith, and then me.
Mark
Yeah.
Cohen, that's so crazy.
I know.
I saw him in a pool in Vegas, one of the 2 times I was ever in Vegas. The only club I ever did out there was Steve Sharippa's thing. And I did the Palms when I was opening for Korn. But I've never, I don't think Vegas is my kind of, I don't think that's my kind of town.
I've done it twice, Vegas. The Palms.
Yeah.
Court McCown and Paul Hughes used to run a show with Playboy magazine.
Oh, that
there.
Playboy Club used to be in the Palms.
Yeah,
that was still existed when I went there.
I headlined that twice. One time it was me and Harlan Williams co-headlining, which was awesome.
Yeah.
He's so funny and cool dude. And then I just headlined it like another time. But that was like, I mean, we're talking like 15 years ago or more. So I haven't been there a long time. So yeah, no, I'm doing like a 3-week road tour. I got Athens, Georgia, next Tuesday on the 10th, then Atlanta on next Wednesday, the 11th. And then I'm doing some new club. Jamie, who used to book the Improv in L.A., he opened up his own room at some little theater. It's called Dynasty Typewriter in L.A., so I'm doing that. And then I'm doing Moon Tower. And then,
awesome. Moon Tower's going to be great.
And then I'm doing like 4 runs, doing the Independent Theater in San Francisco on April 23rd. And then I'm doing a few other shows that week in that area.
I think we're in talks trying to have you on one of the Crowdwork shows in Moon Tower, I think.
Oh, I didn't even know we were doing that. That'd be great. Yeah, let me know.
I think we're going through your people. We're going through the right channels.
No, I don't have people. I don't have any agents or managers at this point. I stopped working with my stand-up
You
agents.
just pick up the phone and put on a Jewish voice. Hello, it's Chaim
me.
Leibowitz. Would you like to speak to Judah?
More.
No, I
He
just
says
everything's
more.
just done through my
More.
email or my phone number.
He does not do shows on the Shabbos?
Yeah. No, I do. Yeah. I'm only a half Jew. You know, my mom's Catholic. So.
I'm the other direction. That's why you have the Jewish sounding last name. I don't.
What?
My last name's not. My mom's Jewish. Rosenberg.
Okay.
My mom's maiden.
Did you do the bar mitzvah thing or anything?
Nope, none of
me
it.
neither.
I really wish I would have financially more, but I don't have those kind of Jews in my family. It's
Yeah,
not
I hear
those.
you. Yeah, I hear you.
I never understood what all the Jewish until I moved to New York. I never even got what
Then
they're
you
talking
see that.
about.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking
It's
about?
amazing how many types of Jewish people won't know that types of Jewish people like you exist.
Yeah, very
You know what
true.
I mean?
They're just like,
You
yeah,
know,
I guess.
like so many people have the stereotypes. Like many people are shocked when they hear that like Dice is Jewish. You know, they are. You know, because they're not exposed to, different types of people.
You guys are
You
you guys are weekend Jews.
yeah, the National Guard of Jews.
yeah.
Yeah, when I was in Vegas, like, that stupid comedy club, that Steve Shrippa comedy club was just not set up for me
I never
at all.
did that one.
But that town, like, even I went to the Palms, had it was like a porn star pool party happening. The one daytime we were there.
Who were you there with? Were you there by yourself? Or?
That was the Quorum. I was with Quorum.
Oh, okay. So that's a good place that's a good group to be with if there's a.
But I wasn't with the group. It was just like one of the 2 Cents guys, support band that was with them. Like we walked around it, but like you walk through it, you're a sore thumb. You definitely look at a place. I'm not at a place in like the way where it's like, look at that super awesome looking out of place guy. Just like, is this fat guy in shorts and a sleeveless shirt going to get a margarita at our porn star pool party? And I don't know. It's like I'd rather just jerk off in a window where no one can see me to that than be in it. That's and that's what Vegas kind of represents to me is like we're going to a bubble party at a club.
Oh yeah, I never go to any of those clubs or anything like that. I just walk around and look at all the ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
And then there's great food in Vegas, and then I go off the strip, and there's like a lot of good Mexican food there off the strip.
Was Dan about to tell us you like to put on a pair of clam diggers and walk through a porn star pool party?
Hell yeah, I did.
You like to be in it?
No, I was going to make a joke about you jerking off in the window, but Vegas is a different. It's a different beast. No alcohol versus alcohol. Because alcohol, when you drink, you just go and gamble. And then I've been there without alcohol. I'm like, this shit sucks. But the Comedy Cellar will be fun. There's a fun club. That's a good plug, right?
It's, no, but I think it's a big move by the Cellar. It's an exciting move, and I think it. I think they. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to be a big hit, and it'll change the shit in Vegas. You know what I mean?
You think the Rio has? You think the Rio has bar hookers at the fucking casino bar hookers?
That'd be great to call Esty and be like, Esty, I blew all my spot pay on hookers. Can I work next week too? Dan is not coming back to New York.
Yeah.
He has a hooker problem. Listen, Esty, let me MC, huh? I got a girl that really sucked the chrome off of her. Come on,
I never did it, but there used to be a show years ago in Vegas that had like it was just like some freaky fucking variety show. They would book a comic or two on, but that was always like what do you need? Hookers and coke? I never did the gig.
Which one was that? Was that Beechers? Or yeah. I never did that one either. I heard it was nuts. Yeah.
It was a comic, a stripper, and a magician.
Some kind of a crazy variety show, like a raunchy,
live
creative
death show.
Yeah, I never did that one.
I don't want to.
David Arquette's always in the
Beecher's
audience.
Playhouse or Beecher's Party House. It was something like that. Yeah.
I think the Cellar will like establish a showcase club.
Like here's a quality comedy night. If you
and they have all
comedy.
the right people running it. Like Liz is out there, and it's like it's going to be like great comics.
And it's supposed to look just like the Village Underground here in the city.
And Jay and I will be there on a weekend that we can figure it out. And Noam has promised us a trip to the dispensary. That's what Liz says, so I'm holding Noam to that.
Oh, okay.
Liz says that. So go check out the Comedy Cellar. ComedyCellar.com. I'll plug that shit all day.
It's legal there.
Marijuana's legal in Nevada.
That's
which
cool.
is crazy, because 15 years ago they used to have the fucking 1 gram 10 years. Like if you got caught with a seed.
So stupid, those
You got
laws.
caught with a seed of marijuana in Nevada. It was like, I think, one of the toughest states outside of Louisiana.
But now it's recreationally legal?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Drug laws are so dumb.
Yeah.
Man, you want to buy the Raiders?
Yeah. Hey, I'm Chucky. I mean, Mark Date. What's his name? Dude, John Gruden's son looks like he was cursed. He looks like an old shaman put a curse on him.
Look him up, please. What's his name?
Mark Davis. Al Davis's son. Which is like...
He said John Gruden's son.
Oh, yeah. No, sorry. Al Davis's son.
Yeah, you did say John Gruden's son.
John Gruden's son's probably a nice child. I don't want to sully the good name of the Gruden family. Big fan of the Grudens. Mark Davis. I mean, he's got the worst haircut. Look at that.
Shit. Yeah, I remember seeing this guy before.
Oh, this is great. He's like Spalding from Candy Shack.
That's like Christine's haircut when she goes, give it a week.
Better.
He legitimately...
Does he have a job?
Mark Davis, he owns the Raiders.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
he legitimately looks like a burn victim.
Yeah, that's weird. Why would you choose to go that route?
I mean,
That
he sticks with
hairdo.
it.
You got to
He's-
respect the parted in the middle '80s hairdo.
Is he
not-
expecting to get Down syndrome?
Yeah, he goes, should kick in, right? No. He goes, and I'll have the haircut.
He's like, look, when I have Down syndrome, I'm not going to be able to explain this haircut to a barber.
Listen, I've gotten some borrowed time. I'm telling you right now.
Those are amazing photographs.
Oh, look at that second one.
Man, that is a shame.
He looks like an old woman. Captain Kangaroo is perfect. He looks exactly like Captain Kangaroo.
Wow.
Oh,
Fuck.
Oh,
I mean, that's a
I
rough
can't
face.
even look there.
Jude, I love that you kept long hair. You fucking rock it. It looks great. I panicked at a point.
What
and just
happened?
cut
So
it.
what happened there, Jay? What happened? Let's talk about the behind the
I
scenes.
saw myself.
Behind the hair.
I don't
Behind the
see,
hair with Big J.
I don't see enough.
Now, when I first met you, you had short hair.
Yeah.
And
don't-
then,
and then
I mean,
grew
the
it
way your
longer.
hair is now is similar to the way it was when I first met you.
Probably, yeah.
when you first moved to the city. Yeah.
And then I tried to grow it out once, and it got to that dykey mid length, and I cut it again. And then I tried again.
But it was real long for a while.
But I grew it really, really long.
Yeah.
And I liked it, but I just don't see enough other examples of guy built like me in any way. That where I think the long hair looks good.
I thought the long hair looked
I always think
cool as
long
shit.
hair looks better on like
Yeah,
smaller,
great
thinner
hair.
guys.
So your hair looks good on.
Yeah, dude, look at long hair Jay. I miss long hair Jay. Bring long hair Jay.
It's
back.
fine though. It's like wrestlers
Look
with
at
their
That's the
different
worst one.
phases.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're in a Chris Jericho short hair phase right now.
Yeah.
You can grow it. But you guys who's growing his hair back out.
Who Jericho is?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, he wears the headband, so he performs with Fozzy.
I think it worked. I mean, you brought it up now, and like before you brought it up, I had forgotten. So
Yeah.
it's like it's you can go any way you want. You ever do their gig, the
Why
ICP's
does it
gig?
say
Did you ever do theirs?
Jay's-
Several times.
I did the Juggalos
Gathering Juggalos,
a couple
yeah.
years ago.
I think we did it the same year.
That was crazy in a great way.
They were
Just-
sitting on the haystacks.
Yeah, and then but just the whole the vibe of the whole thing was just and then how they closed their show with those like flying candles
Yeah.
that like fly everywhere.
Oh, you actually watched the Insane Clown Posse. I know I was never there night.
Yeah, I was there closing night, so I was off on like a small side stage area. But then I watched their thing, and they got those like I don't know what the hell they are. They're like floating candles. that,
Didn't
like,
Billy
float out
Joel
in the
do that
sky.
at Bonnaroo?
I don't know, but it's interesting to see ICP going on.
Yeah.
because right before it, it's literally like everything you've seen just flying through the air.
Yeah.
You know, that people are throwing or projectile, whatever.
And then they have somber candles going through the air?
Yeah, then they end with that.
Hey
I don't know.
guys, this
Yeah.
this next rap about Fago is really about my dead aunt.
You want you mellow out, son?
But
Yeah.
it was
They're good dudes.
That was fun, man.
You just take their side. I'm like, Jay, are you taking Insane Clown?
Yo,
Posse's?
bro. Why don't you
That
fucking
was
mellow out?
I really enjoyed doing that.
Gathering Juggalos has been both times odd experiences for me. The second time I did it, I was semi hit on by the only black woman there, and she came out and hooked up. She had that story ends in that girl farting in Christine's face. True story.
Oh,
my God.
really? That girl? she was a juggle. I forgot she was a juggalo.
She was a juggalo.
I mean, good for her. When you find your pack, run with them.
ICP, bad for the digestive system, apparently.
Sorry, it's
Yeah,
all
I
the
did it
fake
twice. I
guy.
never had a particularly bad time with it, but it's outdoor
Yeah.
rock festival
No,
comedy.
it's a
gonna be what
different
gonna be.
beast doing those outdoor shows.
Rock on the Range is much more organized for comedy.
What's that
I
one? I don't know that one.
It's in Ohio. They all do
Is
it.
that a Cleveland one?
Columbus.
Columbus. Okay.
Columbus, Ohio.
That's this. You're going like.
I'm doing that in like a
Who
month
are
or
the
so.
guys that do that one?
That's Stroop. That's the old
Yeah, yes.
the Funny Bones.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't done that one.
But if you went to a festival, what kind of music would you want to see at a festival? What's
I don't
your
really
kind of
watch
thing?
music much.
None
so
of it.
Just
Do you listen? You don't listen to music a bunch?
here and there, but it's like I'm all over the place. You know,
I would say music probably sucks if you try to watch it.
it's
Yeah.
true. But I'm I'm not really.
Got nothing.
I don't really go to concerts much, or anything. And my musical taste is like all over the map.
So
Do you
I
listen
like
to
I like
music?
pretty much any '80s metal.
Okay.
Sure.
Doesn't matter if it's so-called critically acclaimed or the worst hair band. I don't give a shit.
You
I
don't
love,
give a shit. Do
I
you have a
love
specific time
all
period?
of it.
Like 81 to 91?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably just mid '80s.
Mid-80s?
I would guess. That's when I was
And
in high
no,
school.
do you get into any new music?
I couldn't even tell you what's new out there. I don't know.
So you just
but then
stick
again,
to-
I'm like a Tom Jones fan.
Yeah.
I like Robbie Williams. I'm like all over the map.
Me too.
Robbie
I like
Williams.
Public Enemy.
Yeah.
I like.
So you have like, I would say you have like sports arena taste. It's like,
Yeah,
whatever they
maybe.
put-
Now that's what Judah calls music. 13.
I used to go to a lot of
yeah.
sports, live sports. So yeah, maybe that's what I like.
Yo, you know
I like
what I
the
love?
music they play to hype up the crowd.
Yeah, you go. I love a good organ. I love a Gary Glitter.
Also, no one ever says that.
You know,
no one ever goes,
you know what else I love?
I like Pink Floyd, Gary Glitter.
I like the organ for Let's Go. I like.
But I do love
I like
that
the organ for defense.
You know what else I love? And I used to have all the albums. When I had a car in the city, I used to drive around cranking it. All the wrestling theme songs.
Yeah, what was your festival?
you just
It's
gave Dana a boner.
WrestleMania. Yeah, it's WrestleMania week, baby.
The WrestleMania song
Oh, WrestleMania, and it's just our life, just like that, Christine. Oh,
Guys,
no.
the Crosby, Stills, and Nash just come in the studio.
I think that Judah and I just found our calling, which is wrestling niche.
Who will survive?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I want
Gene
to play that
Okerlund's
song.
voiceover on
Can
the
you find
Survivor Series theme song.
Christine, can you find it real quick? The WrestleMania song.
You give it, I'll read
is-
Judah's credits.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the Survivor Series one. You can play this one.
Who will survive?
There's Mean Gene. Yeah, this is the WrestleMania song.
Yeah, this is.
Like, I love this kind of music.
Okay. Don't do drugs, because they are bad. Another thing is be so sad.
Yeah, that'd be great. Judah loves all the.
He likes
remember when
school.
all the rappers would get together in the '80s and do something? We're all in the same gang.
Yeah, he does.
Or
No,
self-destruction. You headed for self-destruction.
I don't know those. I don't know those.
Really? You don't remember the feel-good rap songs?
Not where they all got together and did a song together.
We're all in the same gang. I think
Oh
was the
my
West
gosh.
Coast one, and self-destruction was the East Coast
I'm gonna
one.
YouTube that when I get home. That sounds great.
Dude, you got a whole cachet you can get into.
Yeah, hold down on "We're all in the same gang." You're gonna want to
You
come
know what else
on.
I like?
You're gonna want to come on.
I used to come.
Self-destruction.
I used to enter to this song sometimes on the road.
Really?
Do you like guys going up to music or no? I like to not go up to music.
I don't like to go up to
I like
music.
it. I hate picking it.
Okay, I used to do the by Miko, MECO, the Star Wars theme song. This came out in the 70s. This was the disco version of Star Wars.
Oh.
I used to sometimes exit stage to that. Sometimes I used to exit stage to "You're the Best Around,"
That's great.
from Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Jacob still plays that
Yeah.
when he DJs nursing homes on the weekends.
Yeah.
The
He-
series is coming out for that soon.
He says it gets their bowels moving. Yeah, the YouTube series, Cobra Kai.
I'm excited about that.
Its music's like prunes.
He goes, it'll get some moving. They're going to go to the bathroom. Is this Miko Star Wars theme? Hit play, Christine.
Let's see. It should be.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him on 30 Rock, and you can
It
catch him
works.
at the Las Vegas Comedy Cellar, April 18th, with tickets at ComedyCellar.com. It's Judah Friedlander!
Dude, that was a really good intro.
He
For
hit the
30
post.
I'll post up all day, dude. Call me fucking
How
Joel
cool is this
Embiid.
music, man?
Call me Joel Embiid, because I'm
This
just hitting
music.
posts.
If this doesn't make you smile, man, you're un-American. I mean,
Oh,
come
it makes
on.
me want to do a fucking
Turn it up,
pinky
man.
full of yak.
So let me read Judah's credits over it. Judah Friedlander's stand-up feature film "America is the Greatest Country in the United States" just got nominated for a Webby. Voting is now open at vote.webbyawards.com. That's vote.webbyawards.com. His 2018 World Tour, 2018 New Stuff and Crowd Work kicks off this week on April 10th in Athens, Georgia at the 40 Watt Club. For tickets and all other tour dates, visit his website at judahfriedlander.com. Now, here's a word from our sponsors. Judah, thank you so much for hanging out with us, buddy. I
Dude,
appreciate you
thank
stopping
you.
in.
World champion Judah
And
Friedlander.
thank you for cracking me up with the best announcements I've ever fucking heard. It's fucking hilarious. I like the extra sound effects you put in.
Now I know you have to go hit the war room with Nick Cannon and work on some spoken word poetry. So
I get it. What is justice? Is it you?
I'm going to start a rumor.
Black man in shackles.
Yeah.
I'm going to start
Sugar.
a rumor, Jay, that you started as a spoken word artist.
Oh, man.
By all means.
Pussies, they are wet.
Society, government, meant,
Fucking us.
Gover-
Fucking us.
government.
I could do spoken poetry all fucking day.
You guys should do a spoken word tour.
Drip, drip, drip. The
Your next
pussy
tour should be a
gets
spoken
wet.
word tour.
Big J, spoken word poetry. Drip, drip, drip.
You should
The
make that as a video.
Oh,
A short
dude.
little video.
Voices. I do voices. Because I
Sad.
hate myself. So I am not myself. Dan Soder, spoken word.
Sad,
Hilarious.
sore, depressed, ashamed. An evening with black dick. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
That's the perfect sound.
Thank you. Enjoy your lattes.
Dad gone, mom drunk, Nintendo on. Thank you.
Just
Thank
for
you.
the next week, we're bringing back our seasonal drink, pumpkin spice.
Also, guys, real cool hip. I want to let you guys know that Dan Smith is here to teach you guitar.
Yeah, you know we met that guy.
Dude, he was at the stand the other week. I got him in.
To see Judah. I talked about him the entire time.
Dude, I met. For people who don't know, if you're not in New York, for at least 20 years, if you're in the Village
Yeah.
in New York City, even if you're not in the Village, if you're anywhere in Manhattan or even parts of Brooklyn, and you're at a coffee shop, you're at a little deli, you will see a flyer, and it'll be this tall, thin guy with curly hair, and he's holding a guitar, and it says, it's the best flyer.
Yeah.
It says, Dan Smith will teach you guitar.
Yeah,
And then it's
yeah.
his phone number. It's
It's
not
a tarot
like, hey,
thing.
you want guitar lessons? It's like, no, he's going to fucking teach you guitar.
Yeah.
It's
says-
still the tabs of numbers where you can rip
yeah,
one.
and he's had the same flyer, and he still looks exactly the same.
Yeah,
The
it's
guy.
so great.
And so, anyway, I met him on the street randomly, like a few months ago.
Yeah.
You
And then-
recognized him.
Yeah, it's fucking Dan Smith will teach you guitar.
I wouldn't have recognized him. If they
That's
didn't
like
point
a New York celebrity for me, you know?
Yeah, it's like
And,
Doctor. Who's the Zit Doctor?
Yeah, Dr.
Zizmore.
Zizmore. He's like a Dr. Zizmore
He's
guy.
a Dr.
Yeah.
Zizmore.
He's like a
Dan
celebrity New York only.
Dan
And,
Soder will teach you voices. That's going to be
So
the new one.
when I had my karate book out, when I put out my karate book, I made
Yeah.
a flyer based off of that, where I'm holding up a severed leg, a bloody severed leg, and it says Judah Friedlander will teach you karate.
Ah, yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
So anyway, I met him on the street once. He seemed really nice. He said if you ever want to come to a show, and literally like a couple weeks ago, he walks into the stand right after I'm leaving. I had just gotten off stage, and I go to Emily's working. I'm like, and then Bennington goes, get him in,
Yeah.
get him in. Yeah.
Oh, wait, is Nick Cannon leaving? He's got a very large entourage.
He goes, let me go explain some of my ideas about Trump 2020.
I don't know. I think you guys have some good spoken. You should go up to him right now and tell him that you're a spoken word artist.
White man, hold me down with your white hand.
I like the
Take back the get back. Judah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you
for
guys.
having
It
us.
was great.
It was a
such-
fucking blast.
It was awesome.
JudahFriedlander.com for all of his tour dates. Check out Judah live. It is absolutely awesome. Check out the special on Netflix, and we'll have you back in really soon, man.
Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
the love.
Thanks,
And
champ.
I'll see you at Moon Tower, too.
See you at the Moon Tower.
At the old tower, the
Thank you,
MT.
guys.
Right back at the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, it's a Lost Tapes, but it's still the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. Judah Friedlander leaves, and in walks Godfrey. Yeah. A true power hour. That's the name of the show. That's how you promote.
Host
That's
the
how you
Power
promote.
Hour with Godfrey, noon to 1 on Urban View, Sirius XM 126.
We're in here doing
126, baby.
We're in here doing a Lost Tapes, and we noticed that Nick Cannon, the
Nick Cannon.
do we got that good dick dough? Cannon went
Our
into your
question is,
studio.
you just interviewed him.
I just
Does
You're
he
like
got
fresh
that
off
good
it.
dick, though?
man. I think through the interview, it was interesting. I didn't know he was been through what he's been through, which was like, because you see him as this like clean cut dude.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon, looks like he was grandfathered in. No. He came, San Diego, North Carolina. He was growing up in projects. He was in the projects. He was gang activity, shit like that.
Ow,
And he had
okay,
he had his father like sent him away to do better shit. Like I didn't know.
Oh.
I'm not even lying.
where did he go?
He was in
With
San.
his auntie and uncle in Bel Air?
No,
Did he just tell you a fake story?
He goes,
smell you later.
He gave you another person's origin story? That's pretty great. He goes, well, you'd be surprised. I was in the military until they offered me an experiment where they covered my bones in some sort of metal.
He goes, I had to go. My mom said she couldn't handle anymore, so I had to go live with Lawrence Fishburne. And he had meditation balls. And you're like, are you just telling the story of Boys
And
in the Hood?
then he goes, give me the motherfucking gun tray. Oh, you bad now. Oh, you a bad
He goes,
motherfucker. I guess you're going to go try to hang it. Give me the gun tray. Give me the motherfucking gun tray.
He goes, then I had my best friends, which were brothers, Doughboy and Ricky. And, of course...
And then I started boxing the air.
Look, there's my friend Doughboy. He had more comic books than a fuck. That's my favorite line of the movie. Boy, got more comic books than a fuck.
But I didn't know. So he was in North Carolina.
But
and
it's funny how you're talking about Boys in the Hood, because remember when they were at the club outside just on the strip, and it was like, yo, what y'all talking about, man? We talking about stars and shit, if God was a bitch and all that other stuff. That shit. He goes,
Chris, you bring this scene up.
He's like, you like Malcolm Farrakhan. That was some of the funniest dialogue.
Yeah.
He's like, talking about the stores and shit.
If God's a bitch.
If God's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Why does God gotta be a bitch?
You don't get all your philosophy from a guy in a wheelchair with a fucking pacifier in his mouth?
That's how I feel.
I'm saying, though, if God was a bitch.
If God was a bitch, though, how would you feel about that? Know what I mean?
You're in a wheelchair. I think you do have to get out of the gang. That is not cool to do to three of your friends that have to fucking carry you up 5 fucking steps every time a drive-by is going by.
All these mork-ass busters about to ride by? Yo, grab my wheel. I'm going to lock it up. Hold up. Hold up.
Mork-ass busters.
Hold up. Lock me up. Lock me up, homie.
Remember when, what's his name got shot?
Yeah, Ricky.
And Ricky got shot, and the guy in the wheelchair was like, no, dog. No. He got real emotional in the wheelchair.
I know everybody else was already over Ricky, and then last minute the wheelchair comes in, and all the other guys should look to the camera and been like,
yeah. He goes, hey.
Probably could have got here earlier if we didn't have to fucking lower the car to get you in it.
Hey, Ricky would probably be going on to his football scholarship if the van didn't take 10 minutes to load.
No, guys, I want to go. I want to see Ricky.
Ricky should have did a 3 and out. He should have done a 3 and out.
Oh,
and he would have missed him if he got shot. But this motherfucker ran for a bomb.
Yeah, you're like,
he
dude,
could have went cut
Ricky,
and go, damn, it was a 3 and out.
Ricky, have you learned anything from football? Quick slant.
Quick slant.
I've been
Hook the curl. Get out of there.
I've been so slow my whole life, as far as straight on to get away from problems. My fantasy, your theory of what you do in these situations. If someone's going to shoot me in that Ricky type situation, I'm more likely to try to pootie tang it and just try to dance around them and shit.
Dude, that's exactly.
I'm all about not staying as a fucking straight. I'm a very wide straight line.
Yeah, but this
I'll
was
tell you what I am.
Barrel though.
Get ready for fucking.
And you guys are athletes. You understand this. I'm not fast, but I'm quick.
Yeah.
I'll jerk it side to side. Good. That's where I'll get you.
Oh, if you're
your hands are quick.
Yeah.
He do sleight of hand.
Are you gonna jazz hand?
He goes, I don't even want to shoot.
I do this to make him think he's drunk or something. There's 8 of them.
He goes, I can't shoot this guy. He's got too much school spirit. This guy's got spirit fingers.
Wait a minute, excuse me, Fosse?
Yeah. Dude, and if I'm in that situation,
it's a great line for a thug to say. What's this guy doing? Fosse over
hey,
here?
Hey man, I don't like that Mark-ass Fosse shit you doing, dog.
Hey, Mark-ass Buster, why you got your fingers all wagging and shit, dog? Why you got your fingers wagging and shit, dog?
I think he's doing that Fosse shit, dog.
Hey, jazz hands. Hey, jazz hands ain't cool to 137 rep your set, dog.
Hey man, you on a 3-set Hoover, dog? What you doing Fosse for, boy?
Oh,
you
shit.
ain't nothing but them blood dogs coming for you.
Yo, Money Grip thinks he's Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh,
and you know what's sad is those gangsters were born when those movie classics were being played.
Yeah.
So they do know. They just don't want to tell you, man, that Clark Gable shit, that old fucking, you know what I'm saying, that old motherfucking,
Hey,
going with the weird ass bullshit.
Hey, yo, play it for me again, Sam. I'm about to get the fuck out of here.
You know it's funny you say that? I always thought it was interesting. Do you remember? Yeah. I watched it again recently, so I really remember it. But Juice, remember the movie Juice?
Hell yeah.
When they're
Tupac.
But was it the scene when they skip school and they're in the thing and eating? He's watching a fucking old black and white.
They always thought
it's the top of the world, Mom.
Cagney. Yeah, it was the white lightning or white something. It was James Cagney at the top. Look at me, I'm on top of the world, and they kill him.
Yeah,
that was James Cagney. But the old mobsters, black people loved like those old, like those rappers always watch those, like Edward G. Robinson. Yeah, see, Rocco, see.
Isn't it weird that never took off? Like, you know, the hood never took any of that. We're like,
Give me your wallet, white boy.
I'd be like, okay, we can't do this. We can't do this at all.
And we're gonna do the Charleston at a club.
Hey, look, everybody. That James got some gams coming out of
a nice looking broad you got there,
dude.
The hood adopts what they adopt, man. Because there's not a person in the that grew up in a bad neighborhood didn't ever at least go one time like say hello for my little friend. Like they've all done that.
Everybody took that. I remember my.
But there's no black guys around going Stella.
Yeah.
Stella.
Yeah.
No, go, frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. Yo, that shit's man cool. Yo, Brett really had to make a decision in that moment.
But you know what's funny too is we started to copy Italians.
Yeah.
Because it was like we didn't fuck with like the Edward G. Robinsons and the Cagneys talk like them. But when it was Travolta and De Niro, that's when we started saying, "You looking at me? You talking to me?" It was like we've repeated that.
Yeah.
We repeated Scarface. Say hello to my little. Does anybody remember this in Scarface? I have this joke, man. I'm gonna bring it back. During Scarface, when he's in the tub, he's going fly pelicans fly, and they're flamingos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why couldn't there be a scene where the guy goes, "Hey Tony, I don't mean to disrespect you, but those are flamingos." I don't care. It's my birds.
I'm on call.
I say what I want. I don't give a fuck. They're pelicans.
I watch TV in the bathtub. You think I give a fuck if it's a pelican?
Okay, they're pigeons.
Who respects a pelican? That's an alcoholic bird.
Standing on one leg.
Only party people like pelicans.
I don't like pink. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's the scene right here. I loved it because I was like, what a G move to have a pillow behind your bathtub.
Stop talking about money. It's boring, Tony.
What is this going for, Mike? Boring? What's boring?
You're boring.
Oh.
Money. That's all I ever hear in this house.
Do you think any black people grew up and one of their things was and accomplished owning some flamingos in your house? Remember there was a guy in Harlem with a tiger. Remember that?
A white tiger, which is hilarious. And you know what's so funny?
He went to Mike Tyson's fire sale.
There was a movie called Bruce Jenner. He starred in it. It was called Grambling's White Tiger. It was about a white quarterback at Grambling State University. If you can find it, I'm not even bullshitting you. Grambling's White Tiger was Bruce Jenner.
Did he throw like a chick?
Yeah.
He was a man.
Still Bruce Jenner.
Dude, Grambling's White Tiger. I am not even bullshit.
There it is. He goes, now which one of you wants to date my daughters?
This is the Cotton Comes to Harlem of white cinema.
It was Bruce Jenner, man. I'm not even bullshit you. Grambling's White Tiger. Oh, and that's Harry Belafonte. Oh, this is awesome.
That's how they sold it. You think
that's what he said? You think that's what he said to not sound racist when the Kardashian girls started bringing home straight black dick? He was like, "Oh, I'm totally cool. I was in Grambling's White Tiger."
Guys, it's fun.
See you?
In 1968, Jim Gregory became the first white to play football for an all-black college.
Welcome to Grambling, white boy.
Well, why do you think I'm here? I think you out of your mind.
Harry Belafonte, LeVar Burton, and Bruce Jenner star in Grambling's White Tiger.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have a good time. Hey, baby!
A world premiere movie right after the Chip season premiere Sunday on NBC.
It's a shitty film.
What?
Look at Grambling's White Tiger. This is hilarious.
He's lefty. He's a lefty.
By the way,
it's dangerous.
I would love to see craft service in this movie.
Yeah. He goes, guys, celery? Is there any celery? Could I get something?
He should remake it now.
Yeah. He goes,
every couple teams wants to fuck him.
Grambling's White Pussy.
Yeah, it's called
I'm about to do with this big bitch.
White Lioness.
Would it be a lioness?
Detroit's White Lioness.
White Lioness.
Hey, everybody. I'm here to run your team.
Rawr.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
You guys
Christine, don't Bing pornography because they're... Oh, okay.
What? Whoa.
I'm joking.
What?
We only use Bing for porno. That's what Jacob says. That's
Bing
the way
is
to
the
play
best
it.
for porn.
Bing is?
Doesn't stay on your computer and you can watch it from Bing.
If you want to find videos...
Twitter, you can too.
Twitter?
Twitter, xvideos.com, son.
Godfrey's never dug into the... He's always been handsome and in shape, so he's never had to dig into the creep bowl as deep as I have, I guess.
I get in the creep bowl sometimes.
If you get jerk off to Twitter at all, you're just...
But Twitter
opens
up. You go xvideos.com and then you can press on it and it opens up to the boing, boing, boing. Isn't that funny how you can see 900 girls videos with dildos and there'll be like maybe 2 or 3 of them that actually do it right. You're like, I like this one.
Yeah.
I don't like this one.
What do you
like,
mean?
Just
They're just
because
banging
somebody's
around?
naked doesn't mean they're gonna make you bust one.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Sometimes they're like, ugh, I don't like her camera.
It's in the eyes.
I don't like her camera, and I don't like what she's saying. The worst is when they start speaking to their callers. Oh man.
Hey.
Oh, the webcam chat?
Hey,
Yeah,
do you guys
they're like-
want to party? Shut up. Shut it.
I'll tell you the best is the fucking name goes. You're like, he's like, thank you, Tasty Licks 42.
Oh my god.
Or you know what? Or they give you no point of reference.
Right.
Where they go like this. They go, oh, that would be fun.
That's when they go soft. I'm like, you stupid ass.
She goes, oh my god. She's just rubbing her pussy, kind of looking at the. She's reading and rubbing her pussy. She goes,
Probably pretty bad. Chipper tops.
Yeah, he's
number
like this.
5.
No, I'm going to get my master's maybe in 2 years.
Oh my god, I never thought of paprika on that.
Yeah. And you know what's fucked up? It's like, and that just lets you know.
Is that for a soft hard boil?
Even through porn, you literally know when some girls open their mouths. You're like, shut the fuck up,
dude. I just said this.
Even with porn,
but I just
you
said
get
this.
picky. You get like, yo, shut the fuck up.
But Jay was
exclusively like the super homemade shit.
Yeah,
I love super homemade shit.
Like when it says like May 4th, 2006 on the bottom of the screen.
I like when the shadow of the director is there.
Oh, dude,
when
I
you
like
see the shadow. He's moving over.
He goes, hold on, I'm in the light.
He's
I'm
like
in
this.
the
He's
light.
like this. Yo, move over.
Move over. Yeah, the best is
He'll do this with his hand. Yo,
and when the blocking's all weird. It's great when she looks off. It's like, yeah. And then moves.
I love that. That's like because that looks like me fucking.
Yeah.
It's like that's how we fuck. Like with bad angles and shit.
Janky porn's the best.
Janky porn.
I'm a pro guy. I like a pro because it's like a workout video. It's all set up.
I
and
don't
shot.
like that pro. Like when they're too. You know, like those girls that are too porny looking. That doesn't excite me.
I like when the girl leaves, she immediately realizes that she's just, God, I hope my family never sees this.
I love that. And they were like, I love that. She's like, how old are you? Cool. And they're in the bathroom like this. Man, that was wild. I like that.
Some of those.
I gotta go to work.
There's some of those porn clips they have out there that like when they, the sites that bring like the funny shit up, like Daft Porn I go to, or Shoosh Time or any of those. They have like the funny porn clips. There's like a few videos. There's the one famous one we always watch with the strip club, but there's just a few girls who it's like those amateur interview porns where it's not because it makes it sexier that they're nervous or uncomfortable. They're just genuinely horrible because they really are just like, they're doing it because they need money for whatever. Right. And just a girl going like, just have like a half smile, like the guys like coming on their face and it's like,
oh dude, the best is and it's like,
please, like it's like, all right, can I take a shower now?
And you can tell when they're giving them head, they're just like, and the dude has to go, yeah.
Oh, dude, the wincing of the cum hitting them like they're getting sprayed by like a fucking Shamu. Like,
how about when they stop sucking? They stop sucking
the SeaWorld.
They stop sucking the answer, but still with your dick in their mouth. No. It's like, oh, you love it, and I'm like, you're like, okay, way to mix it up.
Then what's amazing is when you see a girl that you saw on like an amateur porn, she's like real amateur. Now she's getting pro. She's all pro, and I'm like, I
love it.
But I like because there's jadedness that comes though with it. I'm like,
I go like this. I go, now she got some seasoning on her. Let's get some good lighting.
Christine Luh was so like, I thought this one porn star we met before was like super, and she's still super hot. No one argue that, but like she had like awesome small titties,
right?
And she got like implants, and Christine's right, almost like now it's too porny.
Yeah, it's too porny with the
she went from having like perfect B cups to having like cookie cutter run of the mill. Anybody
like hack. Are there other porn stars that go hack?
Yeah, be yourself.
Hack tits.
Oh, hey, what's up? Who you gotta fuck? I gotta fuck a hack tit, hat butt.
Or they put it under the armpit.
Hack tits.
Seen it.
You know what the new one is go through the nipple. Is that her?
Mm-hmm.
Good for her.
What is her regular shit?
Good for
like?
you.
Those are nice. See,
good for you.
The natural ones. That's
and now like
I love
bring
that.
those. Yeah, now it's like it's.
And now she's what? She's 9 double
that
E.
picture right there. Yeah, no, it's not that they're huge. They're just like
they were better.
It's funny because if you go down,
I like them smaller.
Hold on,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The smaller,
fucking amazing.
If you go to the one where she's
Teardrop.
sucking dick, it looks like she's just trying to slurp up noodles, and someone's asking her a question. We're like, hey, do you know where she's like? You know what?
Ramen.
Yeah. It's going to be there Tuesday.
She has pho noodles hanging out of her mouth.
Yeah, she's eating pho.
What were we saying now? I'm sorry.
Vermicelli.
Yeah, she goes. Probably by later this day.
Hey, what were we saying?
What's going on?
Good Lord. Yeah, porn. It's like funny how porn people think it's as nasty as it. I go, dude. Sometimes you just really. I'll sit there going through videos, and go, nah. And then there'll be one that you like, and you go, not today.
Yeah,
not today. And then sometimes it's just like some simple looking chick. You're like, yeah.
But I worry about my my jadedness because me and Christine, we did a SDR, the 200 show last night. When we hung out, there was a porn star last night we were hanging out with, like all night.
Yeah, you guys are doing something special. 200 episodes.
It was just an episode of Rhapsody, but we had a bunch of people come over and stuff.
Okay.
But it was we did the show and hung out with this girl a bunch. Didn't hook up with her or anything, but like today I looked at her porn. I was like, I never really looked at this girl's porn before. All just solo or girl, and for me, I'm like, I'll never be able to finish to that. And she's hot, super hot. It's not that. She's like,
but that doesn't matter.
Not dirty enough.
You need the ability to know that she's got the love for the game.
But
you can throw 99 miles an hour. I need to know you're here to play.
It's like not everybody has it in porn. People think because they take their clothes off, it's actually a skill.
I think she's good at probably what she does. I'm just saying. My vanilla taste or my lack of.
No,
vanilla taste.
Watch it, buddy.
You're a
I'm
porn
vanilla.
snob, dude.
Yeah.
Period.
He's
You're
a porn
snob.
Sommelier.
It's like that's right. It's like you go like this.
Yeah,
not my kind. It's like
he does that with his
carb
dick.
experts. We're porn
By
experts.
the way, the first thing any
he
porn star
swirls
I
his
meet,
dick around in his hand and he goes, "That's a good one."
any porn star I meet, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll check out their shit, see if I can jerk off to it. The first word I put after their name always is the word gangbang. That's always what I put after.
You're a gangbang type.
I just want to see how far it goes with their stuff.
Oh, you want to know how far the road is down?
Yeah.
To see where she comes back. Yeah, I type in their name and then murder porn.
So and so snuff.
I want to see if she takes lives.
Vampirus.
Yeah,
man. That's that porn shit is real shit.
Well, it's a rabbit
lifestyle.
hole. Yeah, it's like comedy. It's like there's like famous people that do sex tapes, and it's like, well, yeah, there's famous people that do comedy, and they just suck at it. Some people blow up from it.
Who just came out recently? Didn't somebody break up or stay together because the guy's excuse was I'm a porn addict or something?
Wait, what?
Well, Channing Tatum didn't they break up with his woman or some shit?
Yeah.
Tatum
all right, Christine.
Why
did Christine smile like you're
No, they're like I love that couple. They like were in Step Up together.
Step Up.
Yeah,
they dance beautifully together.
Were they in Step Up together?
Let's hope they dance that beautifully in the courtroom because they are involving lawyers. It's a divorce. It's a full divorce.
See ya.
Channing Tatum is. Watch out, everybody. Men, hide your women. Channing Tatum's free. That would be the worst if you meet just a beautiful girl and you're like, you want to hang out? And she's like, I'm going to go out with Channing Tatum on Saturday. You're like, oh, well, see ya.
I don't sympathize with that, Dan. Because I promise I would never ask. I would never ask a girl out confidently who is also fucking Channing Tatum.
I was saying there's a guy out there that's going to go through that. There's a guy out there somewhere in the world that's dating that is, you're going to meet a girl and start dating her, and then she's also going to be like, I'm going to go out with Channing Tatum. There's a guy, not us.
That's if you're in L.A.
Seen
Usually,
it 1,000 times.
When you're in L.A., that shit happens a lot. He's like, yo, so are we meeting? George Clooney's having this wine. Fuck.
Yeah.
And you go, oh yeah, man, yeah, go.
Yeah.
And deep down, you're like, can I fucking come?
Please.
Have you ever had a girl invite you to something that you could tell by her invite she's bringing you to a thing that she knows the guy who's throwing this or somebody at it wants to fuck her?
Yeah. Oh, bitch.
And you're going along.
Yeah.
You're being her something. You don't even know what. Even if she wants to fuck you.
Yeah. But
it's
still.
like, I'm going to bring you to this and that. And you're like, you're putting me in sort of a fucking weird
situation.
Oh, because you got to shake hands.
And they shake hands. It's that hard one. It's like this. Hey, what's up, bro? All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
They also want you to be the asshole. They also want you to be the asshole later when you have to say the thing where you're like, that guy definitely wants to fuck you. Always comes and goes, no, I've known him for like 3 years.
Oh, my God. So the second a guy gets successful and I hang out with him, he wants to fuck me.
It's like, he wants to fuck you. I'm telling you that right now. And then it's just the interaction of from Ace Ventura, where he's like, does he have a name, or should I just call him lawyer? It's Ace. Tom Ace. You smell terrific. I always want to hit people with a you smell terrific when I'm in that situation, because you feel like Ace Ventura.
Oh, God. It's like, I hate that shit.
Dude, what's up with Telemundo having anchors with just massive titties?
That's his.
Yeah,
always.
that's Telemundo, though.
Good
Do you
for
expect
them.
to get news on Telemundo?
That's always, you know what, maybe he's going to start off in the
language.
black comedy circuit. That's Telemundo's thing, man. It's always, you can't understand anything, and it's always just super hot chicks.
Right. It's just,
Or old chicks who still have great bodies.
Yeah.
and the dudes can look whatever.
They all look like they play for a professional soccer team.
Look at him. Look at her.
They all look like the rhythm section for Mark Anthony.
Oi.
I need to know.
This looks like the easiest market, though, if you're Spanish.
Oh,
God dang. You just have a song called Corazon. You're good.
Corazon.
They'd be like, oh my God, you know my favorite song is Corazon. You know my other song is Mi Corazon.
Oh.
You know I like Las Corazones. I love that one. I love My Corazon es para ti. I love that.
I'm trying to think of the billboard that I saw in the Bronx by Yankee Stadium where he was the king of bachata, and I'd never heard of him.
Oh, yeah, we talked about it.
We talked about him.
You don't
but I was
realize
like-
9 billion people
I was
are going
like,
to see him.
Yo, he's selling out Yankee Stadium.
And Queens is empty.
The Queen, gone. I was walking
Romeo
around.
Santos?
Yes! Romeo Santos.
15 reasons why.
He's the king of
bachata.
I love that.
Miércoles, viernes, todo día.
Guys.
He's like, la rey de bachata. Oh my goodness, fantástico.
Can I start being known as the Duke of Bachata?
Hey, can I? You don't mind if I can be the Earl of Salsa?
Yeah, hi. Dan Soder, the Duke of Bachata. Nice to
Two
meet you.
give different names.
And then someone goes up to you, hey man, Dan, man, didn't know you I didn't know you do bachata. I do.
I want you to know.
Hi, Sir Jay. I'm one of the Knights of Bachata.
Yeah. The king has found out that you have taken land, but it's not yours. The king of Bachata would like to talk to you.
I would like to challenge you. Maybe.
I'm going to start telling my white friends who haven't seen Black Panther that Black Panther's from Bachata, not Wakanda. So just walk around, they go, oh, yeah, it was pretty cool.
He's like, I heard you from bachata. Where are you from? Bachata?
I'm from the neighboring country
Bachata.
of Bachata. We do not have vibranium.
You don't have it.
We have child soldiers.
I'm from the other country, Rumba. I just want to let you know.
Make up a whole African.
all dances, all Spanish
You
dances.
only know about salsa.
How you two have written an African-based comedy cartoon of some sort and voiced it together. That was fantastic.
I mean, yours is better than Forrest
I got
Whitaker's.
nervous.
Thank you.
I locked the door on my chair like I was in a car.
The black pintas powers have been stripped away.
Yeah, they go, where are you supposed to be from?
Are you Italian? He was like this. A black pinta.
He goes,
Come here.
hey, you're going to go to the astral plane. You're going to see your father. Shit's going to be weird.
Hey,
'cause
where's
he's
the
dead.
fucking vibranium or whatever? This protects you guys.
We took him in. He was from an Italian family.
Did you freeze? I never freeze. No African I know has ever said freeze like that.
Freeze? Yeah.
Remember, he goes,
Dude, yeah.
I never freeze.
Yeah. There was a lady, one of the women that just didn't even try. She didn't even try. If you watch
I
Black
mean, the old
Panther,
lady, she's like, hey, this is bullshit.
there really is an old woman there where she goes,
She's like
"He's
90.
not the
king. Right.
and you're like, whoa.
I knew Martin Luther King.
Gloria, we got one more take. We're
And she's
losing
90.
light.
She's like the oldest actor. She was like this. This is bullshit. Yeah. Mr. Killmonger, you going to get your ass whooped. Welcome to Wakanda, bump.
I'll tell you,
was a bad man.
I'm so bummed I missed it. I'm so bummed that I missed the joke of this because somebody else made it. It was like all over Twitter, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
that like a...
Oh, someone said
Funny
like,
about Black Panther like got his powers back by drinking purple drink.
I didn't see that.
That was it Kurt that said it? Metzger?
That's so funny.
He goes, he got his powers back by drinking
Great
purple
Crush.
drink. I mean, it's so... I don't know how that didn't strike me when I watched it. But they take his powers away, and then he has to drink purple drink to get it back.
That's so fucking
Ah,
funny.
motherfucker. That was Metzger?
That is a brilliant joke.
On stage?
Yeah.
He's on stage?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking now I feel bad I gave his fucking but
The
that's
Black
fucking hilarious.
Panther will now drink and strip his powers away.
It is not made of juice, but of vibranium.
This is the way we want to talk about the teeth. This will be the total.
Oh, he bullshit. And that old woman really makes me laugh.
It was funny because she's like this. This is not right.
Yeah, it's when Warmonger comes in to take after he's beaten him, and he comes into the throne room.
But what's great is she's so old.
Yeah.
You go, just give her 2 lines.
Dude, I don't know how people do that in movies where they all have to have a specific accent where you're like,
well, it was a mixture of like South African, Nigerian, but it was just pretty. But that man, Forrest Whitaker, I mean, he's the best. He's the greatest actor.
Ghost
but
Dog.
that Blake Pinta has have his powers stripped. Stripped.
Yeah. Are you an old carnival barker?
Come on in and see the bearded lady.
Oh, the Black Panther.
Do you know?
The Blake.
I'm a big Forrest Whitaker fan myself.
Yes, big time.
But the funny, I've watched it several times, but it's more of a comedy to me. Is Ghost Dog?
That's what I was saying.
I love Ghost Dog.
The life was
Dude,
good.
it's
There's
like,
a lot of funniness in it.
No, I mean, but not the on purpose funny. Him doing sword karate
Sword
on the roof. Like his katas, and you're just like, dude, you're just too schlubby and old to be pulling this off. It's
Really
just
like
like, no one's going to be afraid of you in this
If
street.
I-
Carry a gun.
if I went up to the top of the building, I'd be like, "Are you the super?" He's all,
But what's funny is
oh, there it is.
he was like, but he,
It's like not very good.
and then they had to make that little effect to make him look like he's.
It's what the WWE does with punches, where they rattle the camera.
He's going to hurt himself with what he's doing.
Yeah.
None of that's right.
He looks like
He's
he's
wearing a
gonna-
Hulkamania belt.
He looks
He's wearing
like-
a Hollywood Hogan belt.
He comes back down and he goes, "All right, your car's detailed."
But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. They made him. He was kind of crazy. Like this guy's nuts.
Yeah.
So like he's by a bird. You know, come on.
Yeah, they took the Mike
flies
Tyson
pigeons,
story.
And then he goes, when a samurai decides to kill his weapon, kill his enemy, he has to make sure that his sword is within the sheath. You're like, what?
That's not the worst narration of a movie ever. To me, the funniest, not supposed to be funny, and I love the movie, is Deep Cover.
Oh, hell.
They make their snow, they make their graves in the snowy streets while people all around them.
Remember the chick that he was with, the hot chick that he was with? I just saw her in the subway, dude.
What?
Man, dude, the chick that was in Deep Cover with
I love
Larry
Deep Cover.
You know what else she was in? You know what she was?
Coming to America when she came out the water.
Royal
Yeah.
Penis is clean,
just
sir.
met her.
Yeah.
I just met her.
What's she
in
look
the
like
subway.
now? You always meet
She
him
doesn't
too
look
late. You met
bad.
Turbo like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I just talked about it today. Turbo from Breaking.
Yeah,
If you can look up
and
Breaking.
and Breaking too,
And Electric Boogaloo. They saved that damn rec center.
Yeah.
Miracles. It's called Miracles, Godfrey.
And okay, my bad. And they saw,
Show your
and
respect, officer.
so we're at a red light in L.A. And I go, in my ass, I did it the Scooby-Doo way. Yo, it's Turbo! I did it like that. I was like, wow, it's Boogaloo Shrimp. And this son of a bitch, he fucking pop-locked a wave to me. I wanted to fucking kill him.
Oh,
I thought he would just go like this. Hey, what's up? He just goes, I was like, did you just tick that, you piece of shit?
It would have been great if you. It would have been great if you stopped him. If you stopped him at the beginning of the pop, you go no.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, here it comes. You're like,
No,
stop.
no.
I
don't
had to
pass.
think he was waiting for it all day, and Godfrey was like, "Oh shit, Turbo, Boogaloo Shrimp." He just goes, "Boom bam bam, doom dom dom, doom dom dom, doom dom dom, doom dom
He
dom."
was perfect. I'm so
And he,
glad to
yeah,
say
he
that.
literally waved it at me and then drove off. And I wanted to run him off like Dennis Weaver in the fucking Duel.
Yeah.
You
ever
went to
seen
the next. You went to the next. You went to the next red light, and fucking and ozone started cleaning your windshield.
Oh yeah, isn't that George Krantz?
Oh, Lou knows.
No, it's Din Dada as George Krantz, some German dude. Dude. I grew up on this shit. This song.
Fucking Soder Lou. He's got 4 pieces of linoleum in his house right now. If you want to throw it down,
He's got some fucking break
He's doing
pants.
the worm, and his mother's like, "Stop it!
Yeah.
I'm almost getting the worm, Mom. Stop!"
I bet Jacob can get air doing the worm. I bet he can do the one where you get off.
Can you get the
air?
Can you do the air?
He can kip up.
Really?
He can kip up. Yes, he can.
Damn. And you know what's amazing when you do the worm?
shit.
On how foolish the guy looks with his face? Because that part is just like, oh, can we take a shot of that?
I used
Here
to
I
one
go.
rotation scissor spin in my living room. And that was all I could get, though. It was so I'd be going from my back to my belly, just going,
Is that how you turn around watching
And then-
TV? You're watching TV and you're like, yeah.
Right there on the area rug.
and I was like, I'm going
That's
to get
called-
3 more moves, and I'm going to hit the fucking hit the schoolyards. Never.
I
Oh,
just
my
kept trying
God.
to do the salute. There he is.
And
Tell you
those
what.
and his shoes were garbage.
All you really have to know to get by in the
That was a
world, if
great
you're not going to
routine.
be a professional with dancing, is just basic 4/4 rhythm. Is all you have to know. All this, I don't know what it ends. If you're not going to be a professional at all, like if you
I
went to
hated this part, though.
If you went to a club and saw a guy, it wouldn't even make sense to you. You'd be like, why are you?
Hey, you want to see the string?
choreograph
Remember the
something?
string? Remember the string?
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
the
you
string?
see it so much,
You want to
yeah.
see the string? Remember
magic.
the string? Watch this.
This is Going Globus, man.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, terrible. That was really bad. But this shit, his footwork was nasty, though. With those beat shoes, those shoes were horrible.
Me and Dean Edwards always laugh together. Best insult ever. He goes, "Who you talking to, face?"
He goes, "I think your mama's calling."
And bring your girlfriend, the dancer, because you need to show the crowd. By the way, Electro Rock, they're mortal enemies. They get a Broadway show. Fucking bring them right in there.
It's like this: street people, get it in the groove. And then making your body move.
Ice-T has to do so many. He has to do so many fucking documentaries talking about what a pimp and murderer he was.
So
to remind you, because he's been nothing but a cornball in 95% of his movies.
And a cop.
Or a cop.
Yo, hold on. Yo, I'm going to go check the bodies. Looks like he's a suspect, so I'm going to go check it. Gung, gung.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Why don't you look again, man? It's a little girl.
Yeah.
That's a little girl.
Yo, why don't you look again? It's a little girl right there on the streets. Imagine that was your baby girl right there.
I guess you proud to be a child molester. Okay.
He goes, anyway, that's a clip from that's a clip from Special Victims Unit. Ice-T, we're great to have you here. What do you want to talk about? He goes, yo, I put a lot of bodies on my gun when I was young, son. Ran up through all the bitches, did all that pimping and shit.
They go, all right.
He's always got to keep reminding you of that. Always, I wasn't always just this, cornball and shit.
Yeah, he is.
I took roles that were against the grain.
Now that's the power. Remember Ricochet?
Yeah.
That was the shit, though.
I love
ain't gonna
Ricochet.
lie, though. That dumb Ice-T had some dope-ass theme songs. Ricochet was dope. Watch out for the Ricochet. Yeah.
New Jack Hustler.
Oh, New Jack Hustler. Colors.
Yep.
Ice-T, I gotta give him some props.
As
He
far
had
as
a couple hits.
movie rap goes.
I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. What? That shit was hot.
Midnight.
That shit was hot.
No, he was great.
Colors.
How about the fucking, what was the song on the Tower? Was it the Tower with the Michael Myers background?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He had a couple Jones.
Sorry.
It was just, it's a problem is it's a version of comedy that I don't know if you can modernize.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Too Short could, if he made an album today, it would be so dated because it's like that style of rap.
Style is just laughable.
The 90s wiped that out completely.
Do you think Ice-T
But the 90s still holds up.
all of his bodies
Oh, yeah,
is
but
an
big time.
excuse?
What?
He's like, sorry, I was late. I was murdering people. Oh, sorry, I forgot to pick you up.
That's
I was
fucking
pimping
hilarious.
bitches.
Yo, my fault. Happy birthday. Got you a present.
Yo, sorry, I missed call. Sorry, I missed call time. I was murdering last night.
Did you
Doing
see when he
crazy
came to the
shit.
cellar? He came to the cellar.
I've seen him at the
Coco?
Laugh Factory before.
He was with Coco, and she talked through the whole show.
No.
But man, you know how we're first to shut people up, but I was so scared that I was like, I'm not telling Coco to shut up when Ice-T is there.
Coco, shut up. Yeah, ruining the energy.
He
of the
didn't say
room.
shit, and she was talking. Then Ice-T after the show, he goes, "Hey man, you was dope. That shit was funny." He was like, "You was dope."
I'm surprised you weren't paying attention because your chick was talking all the time. I guess your pimp hand ain't that strong no more. Gung gung.
Just trying to start a fight with Ice-T.
I guess you one of those comics, huh? And that's the version. You always know what season you're in if Ice-T's fat or like or
he cuts off the ponytail,
or Marissa Hargitay is scared hot or not as hot.
I never got into Law
these
and
are new
Order.
ones.
I never got
Law
into
and
it
Order?
because every time the theme would play, I'd be like, all right, this is going to be an hour of.
But sometimes it's a shitty thing. When it's the shitty thing, you're like, oh, these are old.
Yeah.
I like Law and Order SVU so much because what I don't like about it as much now is
You'll see Robert Kelly on it.
They do running stories now. I don't like that. What I loved about it was thoughtless TV because it was just
the same.
There's a murder or a kidnap or something.
Right.
It's resolved,
and you like it, and it's
1
cool.
hour. You got 1 hour and then it's done.
I did an SVU. Thank God I got one off. I think everybody was on it. I thought it would end before I got it. I'm on it. And they show it.
Yeah.
And I'm this director who's directing this chick, and it's like I'm a real shady director. And the daughter, we're shooting her in this sex scene or whatever. And the mother comes on set, and I go, what are you doing on my set?
That's great.
I go, what are you doing on my set? He goes, get out of my. That is my daughter. How dare you? But you can't come here. This is a quiet set. I'm like, that's great. And then I have to stand there looking at her. She's like, you people, and I'm like this.
What was the episode about? Do you remember what the episode was about? I know the show so well.
It was about this girl who was on this, and this actor, he was a douchebag actor, and he had this girl doing all these like real explicit scenes, and the mother found out about it, and it was on, and I'm the director of it, and so I'm like this, hey, what are you doing on our set?
Yeah.
And she's like this, get out of here. You people, and she's a real actress, like she killed that shit. You people don't know what you're doing, and we had to stand there and take it like.
Yeah, that's my whole. That's we're talking about my
you ever
whole.
do silent black acting 101?
They yell cut, and then IC goes, I'll be back in 5. I'm going to go murder them, motherfucker.
I saw some people in the parking lot that need to die.
Yo, I'm going to go write some dope-ass lyrics. I'll be back in a little bit.
Could someone give me a hot coffee? I got to go murder.
Okay. What if I filmed you with your pants off? Doom, 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 doom,
Yo.
doom. Wow, wow.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go FaceTime with Mario Van Peebles.
You know what? Another corny light-skinned dude.
Yeah.
You remember Solo? Ugh. Solo was a Mario Van Peebles movie.
I don't remember that. I remember Posse.
Posse was pretty good.
Probably pretty good. How about Full Eclipse, the HBO original werewolf film starring Mario Van Peebles, and tie back into the show, lead singer of Simple Minds, Jim Kerr's former wife, Patsy Kensit.
Wow, but no, Solo was so horrible. He was this like a robotic soldier. Ugh. He shaved his head.
Wait, that's an MVP joint?
What he said?
That's a Mario Van Peebles joint?
It's a Mario Van Peebles, and it was
I think we might have to watch that.
It was just like watching Boris Kojo do anything.
Oh.
It's like, ugh.
They would never give him.
I love that. He's a good looking, but he's boring.
They had him so.
He's boring Kojo.
They gave him so many shots at shitty movies and stuff that he just started directing his own movies and doing it that way.
Remember Cadence?
No.
What?
Is that Mario Van
Charlie
Peebles?
Seen Mario Van Peebles?
Love that movie. Used to watch it a lot.
Or was it either Cadence or Bridge? I'm sorry, the Clint Eastwood Army one where he's badass.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Heartbreak Ridge.
Mario Van Peebles was the soldier. Like, come on, man. This is the army, man. Come on. Ugh. He had that late 80s black guy move with the energy. Come on, soldier. Yeah.
Larry Fishburne did a lot of that before he started being like the hard
That's
guy.
very
and
true.
Stuff like that.
See Mario Van Peebles. See.
That's great.
He's that black soldier with the personality.
The Ayatollah of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the Jericho.
Look. Oh.
Live ammunition with unauthorized weapons on the training exercise.
Says who?
Ooh, baby.
I thought you guys didn't like highway.
Step
I heard
back,
they
Jack.
wanted to back them from your AO.
That's not the guy from.
Don't you
Oh,
boys
that's
wanna go back
Moses
to the way it
Gunn.
was?
By the way, that's Moses Gunn.
Nobody fucking with you.
He replaced
Mario!
Seems to me that no one's gonna fuck with us the way things are now.
There's weekend liberty.
Young motherfuckers with your attitudes.
I'll start with you.
Your daddies ain't raised your rights. What's
I got
happening?
nothing to say.
You.
No hablo inglés.
Smart.
Dude, me and DeRosa. Me and DeRosa.
He said smart.
Me and DeRosa do each other all the time. The end of Deep Cover. Remember when Jeff Goldblum shoots the Clarence Williams, he goes, "Oh, David, you should have done it." And just to go see him goes, "Well, I did, so get in the van." He goes,
Get in a fucking van.
You should have done it. He goes, "Well, I did do it, so get in the fucking van."
You motherfucker.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing like Greg Sierra doing the hand game with Greg Sierra
Fantastic.
from
Yeah,
Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I just wanted him to go, Mr. Sanford, I'm ready to do the game.
Where he's cracking him, and the little fat guy goes, "Ooh, it hurts! It hurts so bad."
That was the guy from the Melvin, remember? From David Letterman.
Yeah. Larry Bud Melman.
Give this guy great 2 T-shirts.
Godfrey, plug your stuff, everybody. We know you got the Power Hour
I
with
got the
Godfrey.
Power Hour.
Noon to 1 Urban View.
I will be at Kansas City Improv this week, Thursday through Sunday. Kansas City Improv, also Arlington, Texas. The Improv in Arlington, May 3rd to the 6th. Denver Improv, 25th April 25th through the 29th April. That's Denver Improv. And follow me on Instagram, comedian Godfrey. You guys are the fucking best, dude.
We love you, buddy. Godfrey's absolutely hilarious.
Word up.
Are we going to be right back?
Watch Dan Soder on Billions. He's
Hell
dope.
yeah.
Yeah, that shit is kick ass.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Yeah. Good job. Good job on that slam, Officer Jackson.
This is
the white cop being impressed by the black cop.
Fartbox and Beret. Urban View, 126, Sirius XM. What's up, y'all?
Would you be Fartbox and I'd be Beret?
I'll be Fartbox, yeah.
I'll be Beret all day.
Yeah, if people were naming... If we put that to a poll, it's going to be 100% Fartbox. I'm Fartbox. You're Beret.
Yeah. I definitely do. I have a Beret personality.
You're definitely not Fartbox. Ironically, you fart significantly more than
way
me
more
publicly.
So it's like in Wayne's World 2, where the guy's handsome Dan, and then he's just this. And he comes, he's like, it's Mr. Screamo. You know what they say? It's Darcy from Married with Children.
Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson Darcy.
Yeah, Fartbox.
Welcome back to the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson.
What a show.
This is a Lost Tapes with a lot of guests. This is the most guests on a Lost Tapes.
We had the world champ. We had Godfrey.
What are you putting together?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you about to go high jump? Do you have a cane now?
Is it a shepherd's cane?
No, dude.
Are you that short, or is that a really long cane?
Yeah.
I'm going Gandalf.
Jacob's putting together a pole in the center of the room for some reason. At the Bonfire SXM on Instagram.
I'm Jacob the Gray. Look at me.
What? Oh, is that our banner?
Yeah.
Are you pulling it out because we have so many guests on the live show? Well, you guys heard the show yesterday.
You don't like to put it up when we don't have a bunch of guests because... Who cares? You don't really have respect for the show unless we have people in.
You look down at you look down on Jay and I.
Is it because you think you could do better than this, and you're just waiting for that opportunity? Are you waiting for Covino and Rich to have an opening?
Oh, dude! I swear to God, if you bail on us for Covino and Rich,
That's not gonna happen.
I mean, I'll tell you this: your body goes way more with theirs than ours.
What's wrong? You're just waiting for Cousin Brucey to have a death in the crew?
Yeah,
you mother.
You gonna go to Radio Andy? Huh? You gonna start spilling the beans? If you go to Fuse,
I tell you,
Tattletale and the what and the Unfunds. What'd you call them?
Oh, Tattletale. Oh, what the fuck was it?
Just earlier this episode.
Yeah, I don't remember at all.
Oh, people are gonna be tweeting it out of it.
Tattletale and the somethings. Jacob, we're just busting your chops. Jacob would leave us for Stern. That's for sure. He 100% would.
No.
No,
I would not.
Jacob.
I would
Jacob.
not.
No, Jacob.
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 We'd make.
I know you love the show, Jacob. Jacob,
I
come
wouldn't.
on.
Who would you leave us for?
Well, I mean, not for radio.
Oh.
I mean, DJ Lou's waiting to get called up to the majors with Pete and Sebastian.
He's waiting for Sebastian.
Waiting for that to happen.
Oh, I'm waiting for Cousin Brucey, too.
Playing the hits of yesteryear just for you.
Brucey, you're on in 3, 2. I just said I've been a big fan of yours for decades now. I love the way you spin the hits. Did you introduce the Beatles once?
Is this the music Cousin Brucey plays, Lou?
Fuck yeah, Brucey.
Is that true?
Is it only this? You're listening to Racist Radio. Back when you could be open with it. It's the fire hose hour. We're spraying them all down. I mean,
are you tense because the colored use your water fountain? Well, sit back and relax to the smooth sounds of Cousin Brucey's classic album.
4 Protestants harmonizing, just the way God intended.
3-piece suit music.
I like nothing more than sweaty neck singing.
It's bowl haircut rock all day, all night.
We'll be back in a moment, right after this station.
Do you want another song that believes that having sex missionary is Satan's position? Or doggy style? Yeah, those guys.
Wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with Pepsodent.
Do you... Hey, you hip cats and hip gals out there getting your initials embroidered on all your sweaters.
Dude, that must have been exhausting to have those clothes back then. You get all your initials on that shit?
Jesus Christ. And you just had to dress up for everything.
I want you to dress up.
I mean, how that swing, that pendulum swing went the entire way on travel. That's what they always say. They said travel used to.
They used to wear
like getting on a
three-piece
plane.
suits.
It was like a dress up to get on a plane.
Oh yeah, people. I think about that all the time, and people now
I couldn't wear less.
People are they're gonna dress up like Red Hot Chili Peppers, just walk with a sock over their dick.
Oh man, yeah, I got basketball shorts all summer.
I got my travel.
Hoping I get a boner. Hoping they see it.
Really?
Oh yeah, poking through that sweet mesh.
They go, there's a guy in 9A that's a real problem.
It's 3A, Dan. I'll spend a couple bucks.
Try
If
to
I'm going
give
to flash boner, I'm going to give it to a woman who is at least working the section that thinks maybe I should just help him on this. I don't know.
Is this what I
I'm
do
back
it
in
for?
coach. She's not going to give me a in-flight HJ.
Coach, they go, no breeding back here, and then they zap you with a taser. You put that away.
That's how they get you. Before we went to break, it was crazy. It was yesterday for our Terminator timeline,
Yes.
but it was just before the break. Saw Nick Cannon several times, and we decided not to have Jacob run him down to get him.
I mean, I don't really see the point.
Would have been hypocritical.
Yeah.
I don't have enough good to say, and it's all opinion based. There's plenty good I can say about Nick Cannon, for sure. In fact, I think we would like him very much if he came in.
I guarantee by the end of it, we would apologize.
Right. I don't want to have to apologize. I believe my criticisms.
No, I believe our criticisms are honest because there is no connection.
How do you argue the success of any of these?
Criticisms stop being honest when people get close to you.
Yeah.
That's why you see a lot of people start tanking when they're just surrounded by yes men because they're just like, that's awesome, it's great. If Corey Feldman or Nick Cannon came on this show and we just hung out for a little bit, you'd probably leave and be like, eh. And I bet there's people we'd love that would come on this show and kind of suck, and they would leave and you'd be like, nah, shit.
I bet getting stoned with Corey Feldman would be really fun.
Oh my God. If he got it, if just one morning he woke up and was like, guys, I know you're doing, it's hilarious. I do deserve it. Thanks for checking me back there. Want to rip a binger?
You see those three girls walking around with horsetail butt plugs? They think they're in a band.
He goes, yeah, no, I don't know. Have you ever been on stage? Jay, you do goddamn Comedy Jam. That's what my whole life is.
He lives his life. It's the house that karaoke built, quite frankly.
Dude, I got to play theaters just playing karaoke songs I made up when I'm deciding which one of these runaways I'm going to bang.
Dingbat over here believed when I told her if you wear clothes, the acoustics aren't right in the room.
Yeah, I told her the sound bounces off her differently.
Hey, dumbbell, get over here.
He goes, no, she's cool as shit too, though. They're all the girls are in on it too. They're
Put this tuning fork in your butt. I'm trying to get a high E.
Yeah, high E. No, you want to do a whip it? Yeah, dude.
You want to rip a whip it with me real quick? He doesn't even have the machine. He's got ready. He's got 15 ready whips.
He goes, it's just people lose their shit watching one of the Frog Brothers buy a case of ready whips. Yeah, man. I bet anybody. I bet if Nick Cannon came in here and hung out for fucking 15 minutes, we'd be like, what a good dude.
But he would not like us more.
Oh hell no. He'd be like this. He'd be like, why would I? Yeah, if he was ever offended by our criticisms, he'd look at us and be like, well,
yeah, we would know that all of his anger is justified.
Yeah.
We would suck his dick.
Like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know that.
Seriously, though, man. Seriously, and thank you for coming in again. I got drumline, dude. Seriously. Drumline?
All that.
Seriously.
It influenced me. All that influenced me. It
made
really
me
did.
quit because I knew I would never be that good.
But then I just had to try again, just even to try to replicate. All right, anyways, dude, you got to get going. I know you got a million things going on. Anyways,
Door
make
closes.
sure.
What a hump.
I mean,
Jeez, you know, they got his cheese, ear-to-ear cheese smiles all day, am I right?
Yeah, so we might as well just be honest with it. Be like, no, don't have him on the show.
Well, I was very excited to see him because it reminded me, the other day I had a lot of show ideas, and I go, I should put these all
you were just in the
my
lab?
phone notes.
Were you in the lab cooking up beats?
I had a real weird belief that I was like, no, they're all up here, buddy. They're not going anywhere.
Oh, then
every one of them gone.
Yeah.
One of them.
Welcome to being in that's like being an adult and a pothead.
Yeah.
There's times where I'm like, I don't know what word I'm looking for. I told you when we did live Legion of Skanks in Los Angeles, I was trying to call Lewis Gallagher, Violent Gallagher, and I couldn't think of the word Gallagher. I go, you're out there with sheets in the first 2 rows. LA pot is strong.
I think the worst feeling when I have is, why did I pull my phone out? What was he doing this for?
Yeah, I do that. I do that
sucks.
with internet browsers, where I go to I open a new tab, and then I'm like, what was it for?
Was it scat porn?
Did I want to
piss porn?
Did I want to order a child off the dark web?
No, it sucked. But one of the ones I forgot was our friend Nick Cannon.
Yes.
And his rap group, the Black Squad. Is what they're called? Now Nick Cannon, they do a remix, new lyrics and everything of "Fuck the Police."
So they did and it's none of the original members of NWA. Is Dre involved? Is Yella?
It's the Black Squad.
Okay, so this is they just
Don't
took,
make me say it again.
I'm going to keep making you say it. I'm going to keep.
Dan's the
making you
Black
say
Squad. Fucking learn it.
You learn it, love it, live it. So this is the video.
This is the video. Now we'll listen to the first couple seconds of it with other people. It doesn't even matter. It's just. I don't know who these guys are. So these guys, I'm like, sure. These guys may have lived a life of fuck the police, man. Police ain't trying to help us out.
Yeah, it's shot in black and white grainy footage. It's kind of homage to the original video. At the Bonfire SXM, we'll tweet it out so you can see the video.
Turn it up a little bit. Let everybody get it. I don't want to...
Mac 11 took out. You be surrounded by your own blood like a cookout. If I pull out, there's gonna be a long blicker. You put a couple in your frame, that's a prom picture. Keep on running out your mouth, I'm a brawl with you. This is catfish, you talking to the wrong nigga. Got your girl with her ass sitting on her hand.
It's them all yelling at a white guy tied to a
Who, by
chair.
the way, is great. When you see the video, the white cop is clearly an actor. He's just a day part. And they're like, all right, we got you for a Nick Cannon thing. And he goes, what is it? It's going to be pretty good. He goes, you're going to be playing a white cop that just gets yelled at.
I want you to correct
By
this.
Nick Cannon? He goes, yeah. He goes, does he know I was in the first Desert Storm?
And they have his mouth is taped shut. And it's like, you know what? I'm gonna have a hard time not laughing. Can you just tape my mouth shut?
He goes, I mean, Nick Cannon's rapping at me? Okay.
Nick Cannon's rapping about fuck the police to me? Yeah. Can you... You're going to have to go ahead and tape my mouth up on that
what
one.
would make me like this entire group, because they're all wearing Colin Kaepernick jerseys with Nick Cannon logos on the side. It would be great if they were Ron Mexico jerseys. That was Michael Vick's name in Atlanta when he gave all those girls herpes.
Yeah, Ron Mexico.
He went under the name Ron Mexico. If they turned around and said Ron Mexico, I'd be like, I'm all about Black Squad. I'm all about Black Squad.
My favorite thing you said, Dan, and that was you go, this guy, the cop there, it's probably an actor. Like, no, it's definitely an actor. It's I don't think they kidnapped the real cop. And after the thing, he's like, anyway, dude, it's me, Nick Cannon, drumline.
He goes,
Nick Teen. We're just fucking around, man. Sorry.
Thanks, man. I'll let you get back. I'll let you get back on your beat.
Here's a grand, and then here's your gun. He cocks the hammer, so the one comes out of the chamber. Goes, nothing crazy, right? Just till you get out of the door.
Yeah, just
Pablo's gonna walk you out.
Yeah, we're gonna walk you out. By the way, again, sorry for roughing you up back there. We just had to get you in the car somehow.
I want you to get a taste of Nick Cannon. It's weird.
Yo, I bet you ain't think I say this.
Here he goes.
Fuck the cops, I'ma cop the whip and come through in a Ferrari on my Miami Vice shit. Shoot up your precinct for the Tamir Rice kid. My real guns get you stuck up like they light skin. 911 is a joke like Chuck D. Hype Man flavor, but he's tasteless, racist ass white man. I'ma say some shit, might get me indicted, but I'ma act like Trump and just say I ain't right.
Pause it. It's just hilarious.
Well, it's just
first of all, Donald Trump, all of his policies of anything financial, it is much to the benefit, I'm certain, of Nick Cannon.
Oh, 100%.
He's a millionaire.
He's so much more than just a millionaire.
I mean, you get charity Nick at Viacom and then also say fuck the police.
Yeah, he's like, I work for the biggest media conglomerate of all time that's probably doing more pushing of propaganda than anything, but fuck the police. I don't like the system either. You are the system, motherfucker. I understand.
He's so wealthy.
I understand, as a black man being upset about black teenagers being killed by police, but I'm saying, to do the thing of, you're going to go to he says, I'm going to drive by the whole station and shoot you up for Tamir Rice. You're like, you would, Nick, that loses believability. It's like the Roseanne thing.
He goes, who was it? He goes, listen, I don't want to give a false report. I think, and I swear to God. You guys ever see Drumline?
Yeah. Officer Santiago, you were in the front. He's like, man, I was coming in, it was me and Olsen, and we're walking in the door, and we just hear gunfire, and we went right for the bushes, man, and I looked up, and dude, man, I swear to God, you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but growing up, I watched all that, all the time. Yo, I think Nick Cannon drove by in a Lamborghini with an AR-15 with bump stocks and fucking unloaded on us, man. But he got out of here. I don't know, man. Anyways, I got to go file a report. I got to talk to the internal.
He goes, "Is this wilding out improv?"
It's a new wilding out segment. He goes, "Yo, we took half the cast, put them in a van, and went and shot up the Santa Barbara Police Department."
All right, Afion.
Come on, young boy, or like whatever they are. Like the next game, and there's like a one white guy doing
now
it.
celebrity guest on this one is going to be Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh,
we doing real drive-bys on real police stations.
Machine Gun Kelly's like, "Wait, really? What? Are we really?
Wait, for real?
I'm sorry, Nick. I thought I was coming on here to improv battle rap."
Nah, man. We shooting up the police now.
It just really is one of those things, man, where I said, like, it'd be like if we do this radio show and then I got off the air and then called my dad and was like, "Did you listen? How great was it?
Yeah.
It was so great. Didn't you guys like?" And I did the voices. I mean, I'm sorry I have to say, like, you weren't there and lie about you dying, but, you know, like, I mean, what the fuck?
You see, that's Dan Soder, the character.
Dude, I fucking was just thinking about this when I was driving in California.
California?
I was getting so mad.
You were thinking while you were just laying back, taking in some rays?
When comics say they were doing a character that's not clearly a character.
Oh, what do you mean? Like
if Dice is a character.
Yes, but you mean as an excuse to why they said something?
Yeah.
Well, that was through the character.
Yeah, dude. I know.
That was through the character of me.
Yeah, what? Do you understand that Dan Soder, the person, he walks around Queens, he shops at Key Foods, he enjoys a pint of Talenti when watching professional wrestling with friends. Dan Soder, the comedian, is a broken, torn, surly man who uses his wits and his banter to pat back his own feelings. Anyways, you guys want me to order some pizza? It's such bullshit. It's
Dan
such
Soder the man.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
It just kind of feels like this with Nick Cannon, where he's
Jason Michael Oakerson
dude.
enjoys very vanilla things. I'm a Maxim Magazine subscriber.
Oh, actually, he's actually into monogamy.
I enjoy three friends having some light beers at a Hooters.
Fun thing about Jay, he's into electronic dance music. And actually, find smoking pot to be quite disgusting. Actually, you'd have to be super conservative.
Every day.
You'd have to be like...
Every day he wakes up at 3 a.m. for a 6 p.m. show to get in the makeup chair to get those tattoos applied. It's commitment.
I go 12 hours of makeup, and I sit beside him, and I go, "You became Big J." Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, you know.
Oh, please, listen to more Nick Cannon's
Oh, hit me with it. I'm sorry.
Crackers can't hide it. And when I say crackers, I ain't talking about Ritz. The original crackers was the one with the whips. Plantation overseers, then they switched to this. Officers, an awful word that gives them permission for offing us. Know the facts, I'm talking to all of us. In 1669, a casual killing that. You could shoot to kill long as they running in black. Kinda remind me of them niggas on the field for real. Oh yeah, now what we call them? Running backs. NFL niggas for lease, they running that.
Pause it again. I don't know why I'm stuck back on the from the officers killing us. It's just a weird thing to put. I know he's saying like black men, in general, but like it's just a weird like attachment to saying us, like including yourself in it. Of people getting like, you know what I mean?
He is a black guy.
No, he's definitely a black guy, but it's just like I don't know if like a white. Like, we hear about several white teenagers getting killed by the police. Like, I don't go, it's like, these cops are out here killing us.
Well, I think it's different with black dudes, because I think it's like...
Oh, I'm sorry, Dan. Did you learn a fancy handshake with a friend, and now you know more than me?
I know how to double tap. I know how to double tap my sneakers, dude. No, but I'm saying like a white dude.
You started doing the kid and play dance with Godfrey in the hall yesterday, and now you think you're better than me?
Yeah, Godfrey and I fucking not only have a secret handshake, but nicknames too. He calls me Smooth. No, but I'm saying like I don't know, Black Lou. What do you? Let's act the black. We're talking about this, and there's a black guy sitting right here. I don't know. I mean, like I'm saying, like Nick Cannon, he's trying to. This is what he can do, though, because he's a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
He can get under that as like a black guy. Like I'm still a black guy, so fuck you guys. And when I
just think the line wouldn't have resonated with me at all. I mean, like as a weird thing from any other guy in the band. I don't know. It's because of his. I just feel like his. Like,
well, that's exactly what I was just saying. It's like how he's represented himself over his career. For him to do this now, it's like it's just bizarre. It's just but I was just saying from a standpoint of like he's a black guy. He can go back to that as like I'm still a black guy and cops are killing black guys. That's like his argument.
Listen, all those other guys in that band might very well be. There's arguments to say they're very much in danger from the police. You know what I'm saying? My point is, Nick Cannon's just not.
Yeah, Black Lou. I mean,
under any and Nick Cannon would use his Nick Cannonness.
Oh, absolutely. You'd start
before he'd go. No, treat me like everybody else.
No,
he's like, nope.
There would be. I guarantee if they showed up to a music video thinking a cop had actually been kidnapped, the second those fucking lights come up, he's probably like, "Guys, I don't know these guys. I don't know. I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped with the cop."
Yeah. It was all because of this terrible, awful Negro.
They put this. They put this traitor Colin Kaepernick's jersey on.
I'm
me.
not even. I'm a Seahawks fan. I like Russell Wilson. He believes in God. He dates a super foxy lady that he waited to have sex with. Black Lou.
Yes.
Is Nick Cannon using the "I'm a black dude" in order to rap this?
He is a little bit. I've heard other podcasts with him though, and he does come off very like a Nas rap. Like he wants to save the black race.
Okay.
All the time. Just not necessarily in front of the TV cameras.
Yeah.
Until right now, I guess.
Okay.
But he does sometimes come off as if he wants to fight the power.
Okay. So this isn't completely.
Do you believe him?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Is he like a representation of being able to like break barriers and have success regardless of your race or, you know, like what he came from? Like, shouldn't he be an example for like young people to look up to and go, oh wow, if he did it, I can do it too, instead of like rebelling against it and making it out like he's.
Well, I just have like a which guy are you? Like Steve Harvey broke through like that. Steve Harvey in every possible way. Steve Harvey's not gonna fucking blow you. Like, you get him. He's not going to blow your mind with a cause or a view.
But with what Black Lou's saying is that Nick Cannon's kind of like this, that you've heard him on other stuff like this. Is this more of like him finally being honest, or not honest, but like, is this finally him merging his worlds of like personal and private? Because, I mean, I bet for most of his life he had to keep all that shit like a pop star. Like, my life's great, especially when you're married to like Mariah Carey. Everything's got to be like.
But when you're married, my point is like being married to Mariah Carey. Almost that alone is like he's not dwelling in a world of like. By the way, nor does he have to, or should he dwell in the world of like daily fucking urban plight.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? So just so speak on it.
Yeah,
that's fantastic, and do whatever. Putting on just like it's like who is he? Is he this guy or is he America's Got Talent? Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying just because of the clothes.
Yeah.
It's all... Stern talks about this when he talks about it. It's funny because he loves him, Nick Cannon, but he is critical of him in a lot of ways on that show. And he kind of says, like, it's a very weird, like... He's like, he talks to Nick Cannon off the air, and then there's just a certain time where it becomes very... He's like, yeah, yo.
Oh, it's almost... I mean, we talk about Carson Daly all the time, but, I mean, there has to be... That Key and Peele sketch was great with Obama shaking hands, and every time there was a black guy, he's like, my man, and then a white guy's like, sir, good to see you, and then switching up like that. I bet that happens the other way, you know, with black dudes all the time.
Is this him thinking that he needs to act like this to get through to the people that he wants to get through to? Like, I almost feel like it's like if Trump went and put on overalls and talked to a bunch of white trash people, like
that would be
almost
great.
Being like, I need to act like the people I'm trying to affect.
I'm just telling you, this guy in this video right here, this Nick Cannon, is whoever this character sort of is, or the equivalent of this, is not the same guy who goes out with two little kids on America's Got Talent. It's like, come on, y'all, you got to give it up, and then like do goofy dances with. And I'm just saying, it's just not the same person.
You're saying
I'm
that
not
you
saying
can't,
Nick Cannon can't push this cause,
but you're saying that you can't be both. Like he can't be both.
No, not to this.
Yeah,
just the way it is here.
You're saying like if you're gonna pick your spots, or as far as not pick your spots, but know your range.
One of them is putting on something.
Yeah, somebody in your life is going to feel lied to.
Which one of these ones is the fake one? Is it your fake nice, or is it your fake in the cause?
So he's been the fake nice. He's been the nice for a real long time.
Which means that's even creepier. That's like Ted Bundy shit, where you're like, oh, you're charming and then a murderer.
Yeah, I mean,
or are you?
This guy here is like, I'm going to go. I'm sorry, I got to go to bed. I got to go to AGT tomorrow. You know, these fucking crack ass motherfuckers making me get there 3 hours earlier than these fucking white judges don't get. Like, that's this guy.
Yeah, but that's also like
that guy.
That's like we were talking about with Ice-T. He was like, put a lot of bodies on this gun. You know, like it is. It's like it's very similar to Ice-T, where he's like now a Law and Order cop, and he's like.
Yeah,
I did. You know, when I was a kid, just murdered everybody.
No, but it was different when I was younger. You see, I'd go out there and murder everybody on the streets. I didn't even care. And then breakdancing got big, and then I had a microphone and shit.
They had me
pimping bitches and what have you.
They had me reset the world.
Coco, bring your booty over here. I got to put my drink down.
Yeah, now look at that. That's half plastic.
Look at that right there. That ball and paid for, man.
Do you want to watch the end of it?
Yeah.
back, square up for a pharaoh without that fucking gap, without that fucking badge. Punch it how you kneeling like you Kaepernick. But this time, fuck your anthem, we singing this
like
ratchet shit. No more pussy cats, this that Black Panther
playing
shit.
this.
Call me Hugh.
What's Nick Cannon's experience with GATS?
He's just been rich for a really long time. I don't know his total background, but he's been wildly successful for.
Oh, you think he went from
time.
GATS to GAC?
My question is this:
from GATS to GAC, the Nick Cannon story?
Oh, dude, that's great. That's great. That needs to be from GATS to GAC.
The Nick Cannon story.
Also,
Lifetime. You got it.
My question is, if like, let's say a fan who's a cop of Nick Cannon sees this and then sees him in a mall, he's like, Nick, big fan, I'm a cop. Do you think Nick Cannon goes like, oh, well, it was just a song, I was just having fun. We're just having fun.
No, I think he just shakes his hand and is super sweet guy that he probably actually is.
Yeah, it's like, all right, well, have a good day.
Now, he may be becoming the character now, because some people just do that, man. Some people just become it at some point.
I mean, I feel like I'm becoming Dan Soder the comedian.
You are.
I was
taking
Daniel
over many
Soder.
places in your life. You found yourself actually enjoying Zubaz.
What if I told you that I love Zubaz and Brock Lesnar cut off shirts together?
Hate to say it publicly, but
titty
a multi-layered man is...
I thought titty fucking was stupid, erroneous, wrong use of the penis. Now I love it.
And now
I
love it.
Full character. Thank you.
We have to let DJ Lou go smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, fuck. I don't want to have what happened yesterday.
Yikes.
Fired up Lou.
Full-blown hissy fit?
Yeah,Lou's going to be come out with his rap song called Fuck Jay and Dan.
Yeah, he balled his fist up and actually stomped feet.
He goes, You go, Lou, you can't go smoke. He goes,
It's an addiction, you
We will be back live Monday, Jacob.
Fucking A right, we are. Catch Big J tomorrow and Saturday at Zany's in Nashville, Tennessee.
Just the late shows.
Just late shows. So
one a day.
Fucking pack them out. Nashville, Zany's. And then you can catch him at Cleveland Hilarities, April 26th through 28th. Also headlining the first weekend of May at Caroline's in New York City. So if you're in the tri-state area, come out and see Big J at Caroline's. Going to be a bunch of fun guests from Legion of Skanks. I'm going to try to come hang on one of the nights. BigJComedy.com for tickets. And, of course, April 20th, Austin, Texas, Moon Tower, 7 p.m., Antones. Get your badges at moontowercomedy.com.
Dan Soder going to be at Helium in Buffalo Thursday, April 5th through Saturday, April 7th. And at the end of April, you can catch him at the Rhode Island Comedy Connection and Cabot Comedy in Massachusetts. Get your tickets for that and all of Dan's shows at dansoder.com. Skankfest tickets available now. And, shit, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Godfrey. Thank you, Judah.
I'm sorry, what was Judah plugging?
JudahFriedlander.com.
Vote for him. I forgot.
Judah Friedlander's stand-up feature film America is the Greatest Country in the United States just got nominated for a Webby. Voting is now open at vote.webbyawards.com. That's vote.webbyawards.com. His 2018 World Tour, 2018 New Stuff and Crowd Work kicks off this week on April 10th in Athens, Georgia at the 40 Watt Club. For tickets and all other tour dates, visit his website at judahfriedlander.com. Now, here's a word from our sponsors.
Yeah, and check out Godfrey Show, The Power Hour on 126th, noon to 1 p.m.
Urban View.
Yeah.
We'll be back live on Monday.
Goddamn right.
Crackle, crackle.